making plans for takeoff before planes even land.
I'm helping make jet fuel from mustard seeds.
I'm making aerosols 99.9% safer for the planet.
I'm working on precision airflow control systems that ensure reliable room pressurization and directional airflow, controlling airborne pathogens and providing better infection control.
I'm helping protect critical infrastructure from cyber attacks.
I'm turning warehouses into symphonies.
I made pilots see mountains through the fog.
Estoy produciendo equipo de protección que mantiene héroes a salvo.
I'm making it possible to breathe on Mars.
I'm making brains for ears.
I'm making concert halls perform.
I'm working on flying taxis.
I'm making a digital twin of this analog factory.
Seriously, flying taxis.
At Honeywell.
At Honeywell,
we make a lot of incredible things.
But mostly,
We make the future.
The facilities that we use every day, including stations, office buildings, schools, and houses, are always equipped with devices and equipment for detecting heat or smoke, notifying people of fires, and putting out any fires that are found. As a leading company in disaster prevention systems centered on fire alarm systems, Hochki Corporation provides safety and security in the daily lives of people not only in Japan, but throughout the world. Hochki's business is currently centered on the prevention of fire disasters, while providing comprehensive solutions to realize greater safety and security. Hochki's strength lies in R&D, manufacturing, sales, designing and installing, maintenance, upgrading, consulting, and providing an integrated system. This enables the installation of optimal products and systems at all times in buildings and facilities, and allows the setting up of a reliable system that will function properly in the event of an emergency. Hochki has development centers and plants both domestically and internationally, as well as one of the largest multi-purpose fire test laboratories in the world, located in Miyagi Prefecture. This huge facility is used to carry out demonstration tests on water cannons and other major fire extinguishing experiments. Hochki also provides security systems centered on managing the entering and exiting of people to and from buildings, contributing to the establishment of greater safety and security in society. In addition, we also participated in disaster prevention activities in the Shinagawa area, where our head office is located, implemented a project to restore coastal forests, and provided support to restoration work after the Great East Japan earthquake, engaging actively in initiatives to protect local communities and the world. In 2018, we celebrated our 100th anniversary at Hochki. To evolve from a Japanese manufacturer of disaster prevention goods to a global brand, we have been engaging actively and strategically in our expansion overseas. Hochki first began exporting products overseas as early as 1961. Then, 10 years later, in 1971, the company established a local subsidiary in Los Angeles as the first step toward full-scale globalization. And today, they are being used in London's underground. Famous hotels and sports facilities, museums, castles, and numerous other buildings and facilities in cities throughout the world. Boasting complete reliability, Hochki Corporation will continue expanding the circle of safety to people throughout the world.
Kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, kaya sa sinanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa panayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iibig, makituwin at tayo.
So, hello, good morning, good morning. Rinig po ba ako?
Yes, sir, Ron. Good morning.
Good morning. So, good morning, everyone. We are already on the 8th webinar ng ating IECEP Rizal chapter. So, sa ating mga local chapters na nanonood dyan, good morning. And sa mga foreign chapters naman is it's either good afternoon or good evening sa inyo lahat. So, to start off, our IECEP Rizal 8 webinar for 2021 with the subtitle Technology Updates 3.0. This is on this Saturday, April 24, 2021. It's from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. So ang ating first topic will be the Aspirating Fire Detection ni Engineer Don Frederick A. Garcia, ECE. And the other topic will be the Understanding Fire Detection and Alarm System ni Engineer Patrick Hill J. Deogracias, ECE. So this event is sponsored by the following. One is Honeywell Philippines Security and Fire. Two is Hochiki or Hochi. I hope I pronounced that right. And lastly is the Atlas Circuits Incorporation. So moving further. Yan. So again, I am Engineer Ron Reyes, your moderator for this webinar. So before we start off, I want you guys to type in the official hashtag of the IECEP Rizal chapter for this year. Is the hashtag Power of Positivity. So guys, please do like, share, follow, comment, and join our Facebook page and help us attain our target for this year and make around 6,000 likes for this year. So yun guys, like para maging updated tayo sa latest happenings ng ating IECEP Result chapter. So to officially kick off our webinar for today, may we call on our 2021 IECEP Result Governor, Engineer Dennis L. Molina, PECE AE, to give our opening remarks for this webinar. Engineer Dennis. So while waiting for Engineer Dennis, so yun guys, nakita niyo yung ating mga upcoming events. Malapit na yung ating IECEP Rizal in collaboration with RF Engineer Pilipinas na Telecommunication Bootcamp. So this upcoming May na yan. And also we have our Trio CPDNario version 2.0. So malapit na rin yan this upcoming July. And also we have the virtual roadshow that will happen also in July.
Sir Ron?
Yes, Engineer Dennis,
okay
good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Yeah, loud and clear, sir.
Sabay kasi yung event ng students at professional kaya tinitingnan ko din.
Nakabantay ako din sa kabilang phone.
Okay, anyway, so good morning everyone to all the participants from the local and foreign chapters for being with us this morning. Thank you very much for attending this webinar and welcome to our IECEP Rizal 8 webinar series. So this webinar is all about technology updates regarding fire and safety. Medyo naririnig yung isang laptop ko kasi nandun yung event ng students eh. But anyway, this webinar is all about technology updates regarding sa fire and safety systems and solutions. So we invited speakers from the manufacturer of Honeywell and Hochiki. So kasi sila yung mas nakakaalam dun sa solution or systems nila for that particular brand. Again, ni-remind ko lang na IECEP Rizal does not endorse any brand, but we invited speakers from the manufacturer kasi nga, kumbaga, ang unang makakaalam ng solution or updates about dun sa brand na yon is yung manufacturer. Kaya sila yung dapat nating i-invite, the manufacturer and distributor. And itong seminar na to napakahalaga din lalo na sa mga system integrator, contractors, resellers, even consultants and owner of any building construction na nagbe-venture sa auxiliary systems. Importante itong webinar na to dahil sila yung nag-front sa sa end user and clients. So kung ano yung ma-offer nila dito sa brand na to, dapat alam nila yung capability or yung capacity ng system or solution na ino-offer nila sa end user and clients. So again, remind ko lang din that this webinar is a self-accredited CPD program. So it means that tayo po ang mag-a-apply sa PRC. So ang technique po dito sa self-accredited seminar, dapat mas maraming self-accreditation na certificate, mas okay. Kasi kapag isa lang ang pinasa nyo sa PRC, ganun lang din yung bayad. So dapat at least marami kayong certificates na ipapasa. Kumbaga isang bultuhan lang ipapasa mo sa PRC, isang bayaran lang din yon. So kung at least kung meron kang 5 self-accreditation na certificates, kumbaga hindi ka nalugi doon sa paibabayad mo sa PRC. And IECEP Rizal will provide more than that. So mga at least 10 technology updates for the whole year. So malaking bagay po for a self-accreditation program na ipapasa natin sa PRC. Okay. Iba yan po sa CPD applied. Pag sinabing CPD applied, hindi na po tayo mag-a-apply doon sa PRC. It means automatic meron po siyang CPD credits. Like yung mga ibang webinars natin, makikita nyo naman kapag nakalagay doon CPD applied at PRC, it means na yung program na yon in-apply po sa PRC. And we are waiting for the ilan ba yung i-approve na CPD based dun sa content ng webinar. Okay, so hindi ko na pahabain, but then so of course every webinars ay tayo po ay nagpapasalamat sa mga organizer natin and of course sa ating officers kasi sila po ay nagbibigay ng time. Ibig sabihin volunteer po tayo, wala po tayong nakukuhang monetary sa organization. Yung mga fund na meron si IECEP Rizal is galing sa mga members po yan. So hindi po natin ginagalaw yan. Kung gagalawin man natin, ay normally napupunta lang yan sa mga scholars natin, sa mga community service. Kung magbabawas po tayo dun sa fund. At malalaman nyo naman yan during the financial report. At good thing na ang IECEP Rizal po ay hindi na po nagne-negative. It means na meron talagang fund ang IECEP Rizal chapter. Before kasi nagne-negative tayo. So ngayon, puro positive ang natin, financial natin. Kumbaga yung fund natin. And then, of course, dahil po yan sa mga nag-renew, sa mga lumilipat, okay? Hindi ko kayo inudyokan na lumipat kayo sa IECEP Rizal. Kumbaga, decision niyo po yan. Parang ako, originally, Manila chapter ako. So, almost 5 years. 5 years yata ako naging officer doon from 2012 to 2015. But then, syempre, ako kasi nagtayo ng IECEP Rizal. Ako yung pinaka-founder. So, syempre, ayoko na maiwanan. Ikaw yung nagtayo, ikaw yung wala. So, yung mga na-recruit kong mga founding officers, so sinamahan ko siya. Kaya, nakakalungkot man na isipin na mag-transfer from Manila to IECEP Rizal is iniisip ko na lang na itong IECEP Rizal is the extension of IECEP Manila event, kumbaga activity or kumbaga ito yung mga objective ng IECEP Manila chapter na mag-expand. Like from IECEP Manila, nagkaroon ng Rizal, ngayon nagkaroon ng Bulacan. So hindi natin malaman, baka magkaroon pa ng ibang new chapter. Kaya nagpapasalamat tayo sa IECEP Manila. Kasi ako yung nakikita ko nag-a-approve eh. So marami akong na-approve from Manila, nag-transfer sa Rizal, and from Quezon City, nag-transfer sa Rizal. So ito po ay hindi ko po sila kino-convince, lalo na yung mga estudyante ko na nag-message sa akin na, Sir, paano po ba lumipat ng Rizal? So hindi ko sila inudyukan na. Decision na nila kung willing ba silang mag-transfer papunta sa Rizal. But then kahit ano naman chapter, basta suportahan po natin ang lahat ng IECEP local chapters natin. Kasi isa lang din naman ang objective niyan is tumulong sa mga IECEP members. Okay, so with that, again, maraming salamat po sa mga attendees. Almost, I think 300 yata ang nag-registered. So sa mga umattend po via FB or YouTube, kailangan nyo pong sagutan yung attendees, yung attendance and yung evaluation. Napaka-importante po yan. So may time limit po yan. Halimbawa, kung 8 to 12 yung event, dapat masagutan nyo yung attendance and evaluation ng mga hanggang 2 p.m. Yan, binibigyan ko na kayo ng mga lang. Kasi mayroong sumasagot ng attendance and evaluation mga gabing-gabi na. So kumbaga, naka-open. Actually, kino-close na ngayon yun, yung mga attendance and evaluation. Okay, so again, maraming salamat po, Sir Ron.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Dennis, ang ating 2021 IECEP Rizal Governor, for that informative and strategic opening remarks. So moving further, so guys, currently we are live in the IECEP National official YouTube channel. So guys, please support our official IECEP National YouTube channel. Its domain name will be https://youtube.com/c/IECEP National Official. So guys, please like, share, and ring the bell for us to get updated with the latest happenings of our IECEP National group. And so guys, we have a few reminders for this webinar. One is this 8th technical webinar will be streamed again live via IECEP National YouTube channel. So again, its domain name will be https://www.youtube.com/IECEP National Official. Starting at 8 a.m. So number 2 is no Zoom credentials will be provided. 3 is attendance and evaluation forms will be announced during the online event on the comment section. But this time it will be posted in the official IECEP Rizal Facebook page. Number 4, have your badge number ready for this activity. This was emailed to you after the verification process at the myicep.net. So another sets of reminder, we have, this is a self-accreditation webinar, as Engineer Dennis mentioned a while ago. This webinar is also no automatic CPD points shall be given on this event. 3 is CPD points could be availed via PRC self-directed learning application. 4 is the attendance shall be only for the purposes of issuance of the certificate of attendance for this event. And last reminder is accomplish all the required post-webinar evaluation survey and examination on or before 2 p.m. So yung guys, as mentioned also a while ago, that we have a time limit for us to accomplish all the post-webinar evaluation and examination for this webinar, 8th webinar. So moving further, we have our house rules for this webinar. 1 is be respectful. Treat everyone how you would like to be treated. 2 2 is be an active participant. You may direct your topic-related questions in the YouTube live comment section. We will try to cover all of it during the Q&A session. 3 is no spamming in the live comments. 4 is you are enjoined to attend the whole duration of the webinar. We have a strict attendance system in place and checking shall be done from time to time. Your attendance will be invalidated if you do not complete at least 90% of the session. 5 is an evaluation test shall be provided after the Q&A session to gauge the learning gain in this webinar. 6, we have after the Q&A session, kindly accomplish the post-webinar evaluation survey, which will be posted in the FB Facebook page of the IECEP Rizal chapter. And lastly, keep an open mind and enjoy the webinar. Moving further, so how to qualify for e-certificate, or this time is the certificate of attendance for this event. 1 is you must be a registered and confirmed participant at myicep.net. 2 is you must completed at least 90% of the session. 3 is, syempre, we have to pass the evaluation exam or test. And lastly, we have to accomplish the post-webinar evaluation survey. So the time limit for this is until 2 p.m. So to introduce our speaker for this first session, may we call on Engineer John B. Baral, our IECEP Rizal Trustee for 2021.
Good morning po, everyone. Good morning, Sir Ron.
Good morning, sir.
Ating mga ka-IECEP. So, to introduce our resource speaker for this morning, he graduated at University of Perpetual Health, Laguna, at degree of Electronics Engineering from 2001 to 2006. His work experience are, he became an application engineer at Quantum Automation from November 2006 to May 2007. He also became a junior commissioning engineer at Uniwell Tech Corporation. Then also he also became an QC inspector at Sangco, Singapore. He also became a senior commissioning engineer at Uniwell Tech Corporation from August 2010 to June 2015. And now he is currently working at Honeywell International Philippines Incorporated as to introduce our resource speaker, may we call on Engineer Don Frederick A. Garcia to discuss about aspirating fire detection. Sir Don, take it away po.
Hello, thank you, Sir John Vic. I'm a senior channel sales representative of Honeywell po sa Honeywell in Philippines, and I will share my screen. Wait now. Share sounds. Let me know po pag nakikita niyo na po yung screen ko. Then I can start na po.
Ayan, si Sir, kita na po.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, good morning, everyone. So, today po, I'm gonna discuss more on the aspirating detection or air sampling detectors po, for regarding the fire alarm system po in advanced advanced detection. So, by the way, to introduce again myself, so I'm Don Frederick Garcia. I'm the senior channel sales representative po ni Honeywell. I handle advanced detection product ni Honeywell or extra release or VESDA. I also handle the public address and voice alarm system ni Honeywell, Honeywell gas suppression po, and also the industrial fire alarm system ni Honeywell. So these are my contact details and my contact numbers. Also,
Sir Don?
Hello? Yes?
Hello? Naka-off po ata yung video nyo. Tama.
Ay, okay. Wait lang po. Hindi na ako makapunta doon sa...
Sa may bandang baba, sir.
I mean, nawala. Wait lang po Kailangan ko palang i-close yung sinashare ko. Hindi ako makapunta dito sa ano. Yan.
Yan. Okay ka na kay sir.
Okay po. Sorry po. Share ko na lang po ulit. Ayan. So, okay. To continue, so my working experience po pagdating sa industry of construction po, I'm more than 10 years na po working as a building automation system commissioning engineer. So, building management system po yung hinahandle ko before. Then, suddenly, I changed my course po to go to fire alarm system and public address system po when I joined Honeywell. So, 5 years experience na po ako sa fire alarm system and paging system. Regarding the sales representative po ni Honeywell, I'm 2 years experience na po and I handle po the product that I told you before. So basically, I'm working in Honeywell Philippines po for a total of 5 years po. Magsi 6 years na po ako this coming July. So our discussion ngayon is regarding the aspirating smoke detector. So but before I go that, let me just go some brief history po ng BESDA extralis aspirating detector po. So si BESDA detector po or extralis is more than 30 years na po experience padating sa advanced detection. So we have done installed base of BESDA detector po for 1 million size na po around 100 plus countries. So and also we are operating in different countries na po, so including the Philippines. And last April 2016 po, kasi po before si Extralis po is different company, so may sarili silang entity. Then coming April 2016, that's the start na po na nag-merge na po si Honeywell and Extralis. So binili na po ni Honeywell si Extralis for on that time. Then in 2019 po, doon lang po nagsimulang makompleto yung pag-acquire ni Honeywell sa Extralis. So right now, Extralis product po is part of Honeywell. Okay? Now, what is aspirating smoke detector? An aspirating smoke detection is a detection system that actively draw multiple air samples. So basically, aspirating detector of BESDA is a smoke detector pa rin. BESDA is the brand of Extralis. So it is the acronym of Very Early Smoke Detection Apparatus. So yun po yung ibig sabihin ng BESDA. It is not the general term po pagdating sa aspirating or air sampling detector. So BESDA is the brand of Extralis Honeywell. So ang ginagawa nito, it draws some multiple air samples. Kung nakikita nyo dito, yung arrow, from the pipe network is this one. So meron siyang maliit na hole dito, humihikop siya ng hangin sa atmosphere. Kung ano man yung makuha niya, it goes directly to the BESDA detector. Take note, BESDA is a detector, not a fire alarm panel. Okay? So, but we call it a detector panel kasi nga meron din siyang monitorings and readings. So, but basically, this is a detector only. So, once na meron siyang nahigop na smoke, dadalhin niya dito sa BESDA detector and that's the time na pag na-receive ni BESDA detector yung smoke, that's the time na magkakaroon siya ng notification or alarm sa facilities. So I will show you a short video kung paano po siya nangyayari. Then after that, I'm gonna explain it to you po. If wala pong sounds yung video, please let me know po.
So how does the BESDA detection system operate? Here's an overview. BESDA is an active system, continuously drawing air through multiple sampling holes along a network of pipes. These pipes transport the air to a central, highly sensitive detector. Prior to entering the chamber, the air sample passes by a flow sensor through the aspirator and a dual-stage filter. During the first stage of filtration, dust and dirt are removed from the air. A portion of the sampled air goes through the second ultrafine filtration stage and introduces clean air that forms a protective barrier, keeping the optical components within the chamber free from contamination. The sample proceeds into the chamber where it is exposed to a controlled laser light source. Even extremely low levels of smoke particles present in the air sample will cause the laser light to scatter. This light scatter is instantly detected by a unique configuration of light receiver circuitry, optimized for a wide range of smoke types. The resulting signal is immediately processed and presented via a bar graph display, alarm threshold outputs, and/or graphic display. The VESDA system has 4 smoke alarm threshold levels: Alert, Action, Fire 1, and Fire 2. The sensitivity for each alarm level can be automatically programmed or manually set to a suitable level to fit the condition of the site and to minimize unwanted nuisance alarms. VESDA detectors are also capable of communicating directly with fire alarm control panels, suppression systems, VESDA software management systems, and intelligent building management systems via relays or a high-level interface.
So yun po yung regarding sa BESDA product po or BESDA detectors po. So on that po, so I'm gonna show you po na what is the standards naman po pagdating sa NFPA kung pwede ba siyang gamitin pagdating sa market. So basically nasa NFPA standard naman siya. You cannot see that sa NFPA standard na BESDA exactly na yung terms niya. Ang terms niya din sa NFPA is more on an air sample or air sampling. Okay? So on the NFPA 72/2019 po, chapter 17.7.3.61, ang nakalagay po doon, in the absence of the specific performance-based design criteria of each sampling port of an air sampling type, smoke detector should be treated as a spot detector for the purpose of location and spacing. So basically, ang sinasabi dito, kung yung hole mo is located sa isang facilities, it is the same, it will act as spot detector po. So ibig sabihin, kung ano yung capability ng spot detector at saka yung hole na ginamit mo sa pipe o sa BESDA, same lang po siya ng capability but with advanced technology. Okay. Also, we are using this NFPA standard in the purpose of location and spacing. So as we know naman in NFPA standard, a spot detector from the next spot detector distance, it must be 9.1 meters or less. So doon po natin ginagamit yung spacing din po ng hole to hole distance natin. Okay? So sa BESDA detector, so in that po, ang ibig sabihin nito, sa BESDA detector, in one pipe, pag naglagay ka ng multiple holes, you can have a multiple multiple smoke detector na po sa isang pipe. So, yun po yung use of BESDA system or air sampling system. Another criteria na kailangan nating i-consider pagdating sa paggamit ng BESDA detector is the pipe network. So, syempre, BESDA detector is a detector panel na nakalocate sa isang area. But syempre, ang pinakamahalaga dito, yung pipe network na pinalakad natin sa facilities natin. Okay. So as per the requirement po sa 17.7.36.3.6.2, a maximum air sampling a maximum air sample transport time of the farthest sampling port detector should be or not exceed the 120 seconds. This 120 seconds po is the standard detection transport time po ng aspirating detector. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, pag nagpalakad ka ng isang pipe, naglagay ka ng multiple hole, doon sa pinakadulong holes na nilagay mo, kailangan pagka nag-spray ka ng smoke o nag-test ka ng smoke doon, kailangan ma-receive siya ni BESDA detector in less than or up to 120 seconds or less. So, pag lumampas siya doon, failed yung design mo. So you have to revise your design para ma-meet mo yung requirements mo. Okay? So paano naman natin malalaman na pumapasa ka doon pa lang sa design mo pa lang pumasa ka na. So every manufacturer of aspirating detector or the best one is it has a computer-based fluid dynamic design calculation. So meron kaming software na ginagamit sa BESDA po or sa Extralis, you are using Aspire design software. So this software po is used to calculate all the pressure, volumetric, alarm sensitivity, and also the transport time na sinasabi natin na makuha natin before we do the installation or before we submit the design for approval. So dito natin malalaman na pumasa tayo or na-meet natin ang criteria ng air sampling requirements po ng NFPA. Okay? So software application for the design pipe network must be listed for use for the manufacturer equipment po. So si BESDA, si Extralis, listed naman po yung software na ginagamit namin. So we are doing the trainings naman po for the use of our software. Now, technology advantages. So ano ba yung difference? Bakit ba ako gumagamit pa ng ba't pa ako gagamit ng BESDA meron naman ako spot detector. So in the technology advantage to, dito natin malalaman kung ano yung ano yung benefits of using the aspirating detector. Okay, kung as you can see on the slide, a passive detection po, it means that kung nakikita niyo yung smoke detector, so hinihintay niya yung smoke na pumunta sa kanya para mag-activate siya. And smoke detector po, it needs a definite or volume of smoke na kailangan niya to activate. Okay? So, unlike the active detection, hinihigop na niya yung smoke, smoke sa area para mag-activate siya. So, in this scenario, unang-unang may isip natin, mas mabilis mag-activate si BESDA kasi siya na mismo yung gumagawa ng way para mag-activate siya. Unlike sa passive detection po or spot detector, naghihintay lang po tayo ng detection ng detector, ng smoke mag-activate sa detector. Now, another technology advantages po, si BESDA po, it has the 4 level of alarm sensitivity or alarm threshold. You have the BESDA alert, action, fire 1, and fire 2. This alarm threshold po, it depends on the smoke presence on inside the BESDA detector. So kasi meron tayong mga level of smoke din also na nakukuha natin. We have the incipient stage, visible smoke, stage 2, flaming fire, and intense heat. So ang ibig sabihin nito, dito pa lang sa incipient stage, we can now activate the BESDA detector on alert stage. Ano ba yung mga incipient stage of smoke? Ito yung mga normally smoke na hindi mo nakikita pero naaamoy mo. So yung mga gas leak, yung mga ganon example, okay? So pagka nangyari yon, dito pa lang sa alert, pwede na siya mag-activate and it can the first person po can early respond dun sa smoke na nangyari o dun sa event na nangyari. Now, as a video said, pwede naman natin i-adjust ang sensitivity ng mga alarm threshold natin. So kung ang ibig sabihin nun, kung paano mag-alarm si smoke detector, pwede nating iset ang alarm threshold sa BESDA detector. Kung gaano yung volume ng smoke na kailangan niya, yun din ang volume ng smoke ng BESDA detector. Pwede rin po natin gawin yan. So, kung napansin nyo sa technology advantage, 1 is much faster to detect a smoke because it is active. 2, the sensitivity of the detector is the sensitivity of BESDA detector po is much lower compared to sa normal or spot detector na ginagamit natin. Okay. So, sinabi nyo kanina sa meaning ng with NFPA standard, in the absence of design criteria po, saka lang po tayo gagamit ng spot detector. It is not necessarily na it will replace yung spot detector na ginagamit natin or the traditional way na ginagamit natin. Okay? So number 1, when business continuity is paramount, ito yung we have the 7 reasons po. So when fire is a major threat to lives and business, and also very early warning ensures the early intervention. Kasi sa fire business po, especially sa mga data centers or mga command centers na server room na ginagamit natin, smoke and fire damage occur at stage 2 kung gagamit tayo ng conventional detector. Okay, ibig sabihin nun, kailangan yung apoy is visible, kailangan yung smoke is visible. Pagka ganun na nangyari, especially sa mga data centers po, ibig sabihin may nasusunog na, nagkakaroon na ng shutdown sa facilities, then titigil na yung business nila, right? But in using aspirating detector, we can set the sensitivity at a lower level para hindi na umabot sa stage 2 of smoke ang mangyayari. So ibig sabihin, maaga pa lang, maliit pa lang smoke, wala pang spark pa lang ang nangyayari sa component ng mga data centers na kakapag-response na kagad tayo para maiwasan natin ang shutdown. So mostly, ang ginagawa ng mga building owners doon or mga data centers owner, doon sila nagmo-monitor ng smoke kung saan yung possible na manggaling smoke. For example, on this scenario, BESDA in a cabinet detection provide the earliest possible detection within the critical process equipment. So, ito yung BESDA detector natin. Kung nakikita nyo to, naglagay siya ng monitoring ng smoke inside the cabinet. So, dito sa scenario na to, doon pa lang sa nakikita nila na magiging cost of fire or cost of smoke dito sa facilities, doon na sila nagmo-monitor kaagad. Okay? Kasi kung gagamit tayo traditional way dito, we have no choice but to put it on the ceiling or kahit sa ibabaw lang nitong best detector, but that's not necessarily inside the cabinet yung monitor niya. So ito, meron ka ng active detection inside the cabinet, so and also the sensitivity mo is sobrang baba. So doon pala malalaman na natin na may event na ng fire and makakapag-response na kaagad tayo. Okay, number 2. When smoke is difficult to detect, smoke is diluted by the high air movement of air conditioning system. So sa mga air conditioning system o merong mga high airflows na facilities, so mahirap mag-detect ng smoke sa ganung senaryo. Kasi for example, ito yung flow of air inside the facility. Ito. Okay? Then suddenly nagkaroon ng event of fire. So basically pagka ganun na nangyari, yung smoke iikot lang dito. So kung nandito yung smoke detector natin sa ceiling, hindi niya ma-detect ang smoke sa facilities kasi nga umiikot lang yung smoke dito. Eh hindi naman titigil tong airflow natin or some airflow natin o air condition natin hangga't wala siya na-detect na smoke para si smoke mismo automatically mag-uutos kay air condition na patayin yung or HU o whatever pako na ginagamit nila. Okay. Now, in using BESTA detector po, we can locate the BESTA pipe network kung saan nakakaroon ng airflow. Halimbawa ito, pwede nating ilagay yung pipes network dito sa return air ng facilities natin or ng air conditioning unit natin, or pwede rin natin siyang ilagay dito sa raised floor kung saan umiikot yung air. So as sinasabi ko dito, we can locate the pipe network po kung saan yung airflow ng air conditioning natin para ma-detect natin yung smoke kung saan siya nag-appear. Okay. Also sa mga high ceiling detection, so as we know naman, in a room with high ceiling, smoke is diluted by the large volume of air. It stratifies into a mushroom cloud as it cools. So basically ito yung nangyayari sa smoke pagka high ceiling yung facilities natin. So kumakalat siya. Kung maglalagay tayo ng smoke detector sa area of ceiling, ibig sabihin, medyo matagal bago niya ma-receive yung detection ng smoke, kailangan masyado na malaki yung usok na nangyari sa isang facilities, then saka lang siya mag-detect. So we have two solutions for this one. We are using a beam detector, which is we can just put on the wall-to-wall connection, or we can use an aspirating detector. Kung sakaling kumalat man siya, since that is active, marireceive kaagad ni aspirating detector or ni BESDA yung smoke na nagta-travel inside the high ceiling area. Okay. Number 3, this is more on the advantage of the customers or the end user regarding the maintenance access. Okay. So kasi as we know naman, we have a standard sa Pilipinas na every year kailangan i-maintain natin yung fire alarm system sa facilities natin. So it is a requirement po. Okay. Now, paano tayo makakapag-maintain ng product kung ang areas natin is on a high ceiling, in a roof underfloors, above equipment racks, so on and so forth. So ang sinasabi dito, pwede naman, but it is difficult. So medyo matagal yung magiging process and also medyo magiging magastos to. In using aspirating detector, we normally do the preventive maintenance on the detector panel only. So kasi yung mga pipes niya, yun lang yung nakalagay sa mga ceiling, ang detector mo na andito lang. So either we use video ko. either we use the what you call this, blower or vacuum dito sa pipe para higupin yung mga dust sa mga pipes kung meron mang clogging, or we just replace the filter. Kasi sa traditional way na ginagamit natin, kung sa mga high ceiling, gumagamit tayo ng scaffolding or mga scissor clip po para makapanik sa taas and to do the maintenance, which is magiging magastos. So yun po yung magiging concerns po parating sa end user. Okay? Number 4, when unobstructed detection is required. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Meron tayong mga facilities o areas dito sa ginagawa natin buildings na ayaw natin madudumihan yung aesthetic ng building. So ibig sabihin, let's say doon sa Doon sa ceiling natin is maganda yung ceiling natin. Ayaw natin maglagay ng mga merong nakikitang detector, but we need to have a detection. Of course, kasi requirement yon. So, paano gagawin natin to? Mostly, ginagawa nila, gusto nila concealed, yung concealed type of smoke detector ang ginagamit. Invest the solution, so we can apply that. For example, so this is an example of a ceiling sa isang project that we work out. So, ito yung ceiling niya. Ayaw niya magkaroon ng spot detector dito. But basically, they want to have a detection. So, on this scenario, hindi niyo nakikita exactly yung kung nasan dito yung BESDA o yung sampling point na ginagamit natin to detect a smoke. So as I zoom this wall, ceiling pala, sorry. So nandito po siya. So this is the sampling point na ginagamit natin to detect a smoke detector. So anong SKU, anong unit ba yan? Anong gamit ba yan? So ito po siya. The sampling point na ginagamit natin. So yung pipes mo nasa ibabaw ng ceiling, ito lang yung nilabas niya. So although possible naman siya as long as hindi mo matatakpan yung hole na ginagamit ito to detect a smoke. So pwede naman siya. Meron kaming cone type or merong ginagamit na flat lang siya doon sa ceiling. Okay? Number 5, when evacuation is challenged. So nabanggit ko kanina sa BESDA sa technology advantage, meron tayo level of alarm threshold. So very early warning to have maximum time for evacuation is needed pagka sa evacuation is challenge. Ano ba yung mga evacuation is challenge? Yung mga area na may large number of people, mahirap maghanap ng exit, tsaka yung occupant need an extra help. So yung mga ganyang scenario, kailangan natin ng very early warning. Kasi as nabanggit ko kanina, ang smoke detector or spot detector natin, mag-activate siya depende kung gano'ng kadami yung volume of smoke. So ibig sabihin nun, may apoy na, visible na yung fire. Paano kung ganitong karami yung tao sa isang area? So kung ganun yung scenario, either medyo matagal mag-evacuate, merong maiiwan, merong maabutan ng smoke. So doon pa lang sa early warning, doon pa lang nalalaman na kagad natin na nakakapag-response na kagad si first responder para patayin yung usok or makakapag-evacuate na kagad yung ganitong kadami ng tao sa premises. So, yun po yung regarding sa evacuation challenge, especially on the mga museum, mga conference centers natin. Okay. Number 6, ito naman. Ito yung most important at very applicable ang paggamit ng aspirating detector or BESDA when environmental conditions are difficult. So, ibig sabihin dito, sa mga cold storage facilities, production area, paper mills, pagka ganito kasi yung scenario, either yung area is polluted, dusty environment, or sobrang lamig sa isang facility. As we know naman, in the Philippines, so madaming ginagawang cold storage ngayon. So, but of course, kailangan nila ng detection inside the cold storage facilities. So, paano ginagawa yon? Kasi kung gagamit tayo ng spot detector inside the cold storage facilities, ang operating temperatures ng detectors natin, normally, nasa 0 to 10 degrees Celsius yung pinaka-lower temperature nila. Paano kung yung temperature is negative na? So, there's a tendency na mag-condense yung detector mo, masira ka agad. Okay? But in using aspirating detector, yung BESDA detector mo will be located outside the cold area. Ang nasa loob lang, yung pipes mo lang. Kasi alam naman natin, ang local PVC pipes natin can work up to negative 18 degrees Celsius. Okay? Then, kung mas lampas pa sa negative 18 degrees Celsius yung facilities, we can use a special pipe that we call ABS pipe that can work up to negative 50 degrees Celsius. So, we have different pipes naman na pwede natin gamitin inside the cold areas po. Okay? So yung mga normal na difficult environmental condition scenario, ito yung mga paper processing, cold storage, tobacco processing sa mga dusty environment, and also the food production. So sa food production, medyo malamig din dyan kasi nandiyan yung mga meats natin. Okay. And number 7 po is regarding the banda suppression system. So, ang kagandahan nito, kasi as we know naman, we need the suppression system sa mga facilities natin, especially sa mga data centers. But of course, as an owner, as a client, ayaw mong mag-release yung suppression system mo kung unnecessary naman yung makukuha mo na smoke, right? So, ang kagandahan nito, since mostly meron kang early warning gives time to investigate. Ibig sabihin ito, meron kang BESDA detector na ginagamit mo. Since this is a very early warning, makakapag-investigate ka na maaga para hindi na mag-activate si suppression system mo. Yun naman ang gusto natin. Kasi kung mag-activate si suppression, basically may fire. So which is ayaw natin mangyari. So paano ba ginagawa yun? Normally, we have different types of scenario kung paano natin siyang gagawin. For example, to activate the suppression, kailangan mag-activate si VESTA detector, stage 1, stage 2, si smoke detector. So ibig sabihin pag nag-activate na si smoke detector, there's a tendency na meron na talagang fire. Kasi pag si VESTA muna yung nag-activate, malalaman mo pa lang na since this is very early warning at saka yung time niya is mas mabilis, makapag-investigate tayo kung meron talaga. Now, kung sa sobrang mabilis kumalat ang fire, mag-activate na si spot detector mo and that's the time mag-activate si suppression system mo. Second scenario is gumagamit sila ng dalawang BESTA detector, meaning naka-cross zone yung dalawang BESTA detector mo. You're using pipe monitoring of smoke from the stage first BESTA detector and you will use the second stage for the next BESTA detector po. So you can sure na wala kang false alarm kasi automatically smoke lang talaga yung pinabasa niya. Since kung makaka-detect man siya ng dust, there's a filter stages inside the BESTA detector na hindi makaka-penetrate ang dust papunta sa smoke chamber ni BESTA detector. So it automatically smoke lang yung minomonitor niya. Next is using the exhaust air ng BESTA detector. Siyempre, humihikop siya ng hangin. So, hindi naman pwedeng ipunin niya yung hangin inside the BESTA detector. Of course, a BESTA detector or air sample po, meron siyang exhaust. So, kung makahikop siya ng smoke, i-release niya rin yung smoke niyan. So, ibig sabihin dito, gumagamit tayo ng coincident detection cylinder. Dito may ipon yung smoke na makukuha nito ng stage 1 at stage 2 detector. Then, saka pala mag-activate si suppression system. And number 4 is just to adjust the sensitivity of a BESTA detector po. Doon papunta sa stage 2 which kung paano mag-activate si sprinkler system o si suppression system. So, using the BESTA detection po is very reliable po pagdating sa suppression system. Kasi number 1, wala ka ng false alarm. Number 2, pero ka pang early warning. So, yun po yung kagandahan ng using a BESTA detector po pagdating sa suppression system. Okay? So, regarding sa application na ginagamit natin ang BESTA detector, it is from ultra clean environment up to the ultra dirty environment. Pag sinabi ultra dirty, yung mga minings, waste processing, mga manufacturing yan, mga dirty environment yan. Kasi dito pagka gumamit tayo ng smoke detector, yes, gagana. But how long? Para magkaroon ka ng preventive maintenance. Unlike BESTA detector po, you have a multiple filter there inside the BESTA detector. Pwede ka pa maglagay ng filter sa pipe network mo para to make sure na wala na talaga papasok na filter sa BESTA mo. Then, doon pa lang, madali makapag-maintenance kasi pinapagpag lang yung filter nung nakalagay sa pipe. Okay? So, sa extra list product, we have different portfolio detection portfolio na ginagamit natin. So, actually, ang diniscuss natin ngayon is more on the BESTA. Ito lang po, BESTA detection po. But in advanced detection extras, we have also advanced detection from beam detector. We have also advanced detection for the gas detection. So I will just give you a brief preview about the OSID and XCL of the extra list po later on po sa later slides na i-work natin. Okay. Now, we have different range form ng BESTA na ginagamit natin kasi hindi naman siya totally, isa lang yung gagamitin natin na unit then para sa lahat na siya. So, yung cost kasi niya medyo magiging mataas. But we have the BESTA detector po na gagamitin for small areas, one pipe BESTA detector. We have BESTA detector po single zone pero 4 pipe siya for the large area. We have BESTA detector po na meron siyang pipe addressability. So, hindi siya single zone. Meron siyang zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, and zone 4. So, each pipe po, malalaman ni BESTA detector kung saan pipe siya nag-activate. Kasi dito sa 4 pipe na to, hindi niya malalaman kung saan nag-activate yung smoke. Halimbawa, nag-activate sa pangatlong pipe yung smoke or nakadetect ng smoke yung third pipe. Hindi malalaman ni BESTA na doon niya na-detect yun. Malalaman niya lang in a single zone, in a single area, meron detection ng fire. But from the BES, malalaman na niya exactly kung anong pipe siya nag-activate. But hindi niya malalaman kung anong exact hole siya nag-activate. So, walang addressability yung hole niya. Okay? Also, for the ultra-sensitive large area for mga cold storage application na ginagamit namin, we are using the VEU. This is also a single zone. So, 4 pipes din siya, pero hindi mo malalaman exactly kung nasaan yung pipe na nag-activate. Now, regarding naman sa hole addressability, we have the VEA. So, ibig sabihin naman itong VEA, we can know the detection of smoke per hole. Okay, so meron na tayong hole addressability na pa. Okay, so these are the best DAE product range na ginagamit namin. These are the only best DAE product range na ginagamit. Now, regarding the model and comparison kasi, before we do the design ng best the detection, so we have to make sure na alam natin yung area na minomonitor natin, na didesign natin. For example, we have to know the area coverage. Area coverage, kung gaano kalaki dinidetect natin. Kasi in each model, it has a capability. For example, sa VEU, kaya niyang i-monitor is around 6,500 square meters area. For BEP, 1 pipe, 1,000 square meter. 4 pipes, 2,000 square meter. Sa BES, also 2,000 square meter. VEA is also 2,000 square meter. We have a small detector, best detector naman na ginagamit for 250 square meter and 500 square meter. And of course, industrial best which we use for the dusty environment, also 2,000 square meter. So kung merong isang area na we need to monitor a detector, ito yung unang inaalam namin to know on our aspirating kung ano yung gagamitin namin. So the rest, kung paano na lang natin siya i-design based on the standard like the detector range, threshold of alarm, maximum number of holes depends sa class of fire like class A, class B, or class C. So yung class A kasi is more on woods and paper, class B is more on flammable liquids, class C is more on electrical equipment. So kung ano man yung class of fire na ginagamit natin, it depends sa number of holes na gagamitin natin sa best detector. So kung let's say for example, class A yung fire, so you can put up to 80 holes sa piping network po sa BEU, and the rest is the same. So 30, 40, 45 depende sa classes of fire. Transport time na ginagamit natin, alam naman natin ang maximum na banggit ko kanina is 120 seconds. So we can use this class A, B, and C rin po, depende po sa transport time na kailangan niya. So 110, 19, 70. So it depends on the requirements din po. So this design po is we can do on the Aspire design. Okay? So if wala na pong next discussion ko is more on the XCL po. Also, best the detection po can do the gas detection po. So paano yung ginagawa niya? Best the XCL is a module na ginagamit natin that we will connect from the pipe network. So ito yung best detector natin. Ito yung XCL natin. So yung XCL gas detector natin po, nagiging active po siya kasi gumagamit niya ng best detector. Ibig sabihin nito, ginagamit mo yung fan o yung aspirating pan ng best detector para humigop ng sample air sa environment. Then dadaanan, kung may mahigop man siya na gas here, dadaan siya sa XCL mo. Then this XCL will activate depende sa gas na minomonitor, specific gas na minomonitor mo. So for example, we need to monitor the ammonia gas, nitrogen gas, hydrogen gas, or carbon monoxide na gas. So as long as nahigop niya yun dito, mag-activate si gas detector mo on a range value. Hindi siya alarm and normal lang. So ibibigay niya sa iyo mismo yung value ng gas na detect niya. 100 ppm, 50 ppm, naka-range na po siya. Okay? So also basically ang sinasabi dito sa scenario na to, meron kang gas detector, meron ka ring smoke detector. Kasi ito, pagka nakahigop siya ng gas, di naman siya mag-activate. Ito, smoke lang siya nag-activate. So, ito, XCL ang mag-activate sa gas. This is a specific gas. In 1 unit of best XCL, hindi niya minomonitor lahat ng gas na to. Specific yan. Specific model number. For example, kailangan mo ng ammonia gas. Specific model number para sa ammonia. Specific model number para sa nitrogen. Hindi siya lahat in 1 unit. Okay? Next product is the Open Area Smoke Imaging Detector or OSID po. So basically, ito ay beam detector lang po. This beam detector po is normally used in the application on mga high ceiling application, right? So, meron tayong mga scenario o mga nangyayari sa beam detector natin, yung most common fault o most common yung mga sakit ng ulo na nangyayari sa beam detector. Number 1 is the misalignment. Kasi pagka na-misalign ng beam detector mo, it will cause a fault to sa area, then magkakaroon siya ng trouble sa panel mo. Okay? And also, the obstruction ng mga object o dust or mga moving objects po. Then, kasi pa nagkaroon ng obstruction, kasi ang application ni beam detector po is pagka nagkaroon ng obstruction, mag-activate si fire alarm system. Okay? But in OSID, the advanced technology ng OSID po, it has an ability or capability to know kung ano yung naka-obstruct sa kanya. For example, on this picture. So, one scenario, smoke yung nag-obstruct sa kanya. So, basically, pag smoke yung nag-obstruct sa kanya, mag-alarm siya. Second scenario, merong dust na na-receive sa gitna ng beam detector and receiver mo. So pag dust yung na-receive niya, nabanggit ko kanina, OSIT has a capability to know kung ano yung nakaharang sa kanya. Hindi siya mag-activate. Even an object po yung humarang sa kanya, hindi rin po siya mag-activate. So because of the IR technology and the UV technology na inside the detector or the spot detector, yun din po yung ginagamit na technology ng OSID, pero naka-beam na po siya. Okay. Another advanced technology ng OSID po is alam naman natin traditional beam natin, if someone knows it, it works as one transmitter and one receiver. So lagi lang sila mag-partner. Kailangan pagka nag-beam detector ka, meron kang transmitter and meron kang receiver para mag-usap sila. Parang itong scenario na to. Okay? But for beam detector, for OSID, it has a capability to have a multiple receiver. The maximum receiver that the OSID can have is 7 receiver. Ibig sabihin nito, itong nakikita niyo yung picture na to na parang nasa screen, ito yung transmitter mo. Then yung mga green dito inside the screen, ito yung mga receiver mo. Ibig sabihin niyan, in one transmitter, minomonitor niya yung mga receiver na to para mag-activate siya. Hindi lang siya 1:1. It can have up to maximum of 7 receiver po. So pwede mo siya ilagay kahit saan na nakikita ng transmitter na to. Either hindi naman siya kailangan na naka-align na straight. As long as nakikita siya ng screen, pwede mong ilagay dito sa area na to or minsan kahit sa baba or kahit dito, as long as nakuha mo yung maximum of 7, pwede po siyang Ibig sabihin nito, mas makakatipid si end user kasi isang transmitter lang binibili mo, then malawak pa yung sakop niya na detection sa isang area. So, yun po yung detection ni OSID. Okay? So, that's it for my presentation regarding the extra list product, BESDA. And for a request of presentation of your own, you can contact me on my mobile number or you can email me at donfrederick.garcia@honeywell.com po to have a one-on-one or one per company po na presentation to have a more details po ng product from BESDA, XCL, and OSID. Okay? So, thank you so much po, sir. Sir John Vic, hello? Oh, that's it po for my presentation. May question and answer po ba? Hello? Hello, Sir John Vic. Sir Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Ayan, so my presentation ends na po. Do you have any question and answer po ba?
Wait lang, sir.
Sir Don, wait lang, check lang namin sa YouTube.
Okay po, sir.
Sir, ito po yung question. Isa sa mga question.
Okay po, sir.
Wait lang, hinaan ko lang muna, sir, yung isang event.
Hello, good morning guys.
Hello po. Sige po, sir.
Sige. Ay, sige sir. Ako na po, Engineer Dennis.
Okay, sige. Punta na. Nando ako sa kabilang event eh. Ikaw na mag-ano.
So, Engineer Don.
Apa? Hello po. Yes po.
Hello. Rinig po ba ako?
Yes po, rinig ko po kayo, sir.
Ayun. So, ang ating first question, coming from Alan Sabado, can the detection sensitivity be adjusted per pipe zone?
Okay. Per pipe zones po, we can adjust it on the one
wala
model.
Wala kang audio, Engineer Don.
Hello?
Wala.
Hello? Nataas naman siya doon sa ano ko, sa screen.
Pero rinig ko siya.
Okay. To answer the question po, sir, is we can do the adjustment of per pipe po, pero on the specific model lang po, which is on the VES model po, yung binanggit ko po na meron siyang zone addressability. So doon po natin maririnig, doon natin ma-adjust yung sensitivity on each zones po. Okay? Okay po.
Ay, yung next question natin, Engineer Don, coming from Engineer Angelo Olermo, is this quantity of air sampling holes or heads in an air sampling pipe in reference to its spacing will depend on the occupancy type of as recommended by the manufacturer?
Yes po, actually yan po yung nakalagay din sa NFPA standard natin. I did not just hindi ko na lang po siya include, but mostly regarding it depends on the manufacturing standard po, and also depends also in the design criteria po doon sa paglalagay natin ng aspirating detector o sampling point doon sa isang area. So nandun po siya sa NFPA standard, but I did not put it on my presentation po.
Okay. Ang ating last question, Engineer Don, coming from Edwin Fulgencio. Is there a centralized system to adjust the threshold sensitivity per pipe or per room, say in a high tower building, and how many can be adjusted per centralized control system?
Okay, for a centralized control system po, basically gagamit tayo ng centralized monitoring ng BESTA po. So in extra list po, we are using the VSM4 for that. Okay, regarding the adjustment of sensitivity per pipe, so as nabanggit ko kanina, meron po tayong adjustment ng sensitivity on the specific model number na ginagamit natin, which is the VES model po, na meron siyang pipe adjustment po. If we want naman, we will adjust the sensitivity of each hole naman. We can use the VEA po. So possible naman po i-adjust yun on a central monitoring platform using the VSM4. Then we will adjust the sensitivity from there doon sa mga per hole na requirement or per pipe na requirement based on the specific model na binanggit ko, which is the VES specific pipe and the VEA specific hole.
So yun guys, and natin mga questions. So if we have additional question guys, we will take it na lang and we will email it to Engineer Don for them to answer. Then moving on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Don, sa time and effort.
No problem po. No problem po. Thank you po.
So to award our speaker certificate or certificate of appreciation to Engineer Don, may we call on Engineer Janvic to award the certificate.
Hello, good morning po. Narinig
Morning.
po?
Yes, loud and clear.
So, to award the Certificate of Appreciation, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, Rizal Chapter, Accreditation Number 44. Certificate of Appreciation is hereby awarded to Engineer Don Frederick A. Garcia, our resource speaker, for having shared his knowledge and expertise on our IECEP Rizal 8th webinar 2021 with a topic entitled Aspirating Fire Detection, held this day, 24th of April 2021, via IECEP National YouTube channel. Given this day of 24th of April in the year of our Lord 2021 at Province of Rizal, Philippines, signed by our active Governor, Engineer Dennis L. Molina, PECE AE. Congratulations, Sir Don.
Thank you so much po, and thank you for inviting me dito sa event niyo po sa IECEP. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. So we have our next topic for this webinar. It's our second session now. So for the second session, we have the Understanding Fire Detection and Alarm System ni Engineer Patrick Hill J. De Gracias, ECE. So to formally introduce our resource speaker for the second session, may we call on again Engineer Janvic Bibaral, ECE, our 2021 IECEP Result Trustee, Engineer Janvic.
Good morning, everyone. So for our second speaker, okay, he graduated at the Technological Institute of the Philippines, QC, from 2007 to 2012. So he graduated at BS Electronics Engineering. So his short work experience are, he became a PID, team leader at Multi-Line Building Systems Incorporated from May 2014 to July 2016. So he also became a technical sales specialist at Synergy Industrial Solutions Incorporated from August 2016 up to February 2019. So he is now currently working at Hochiki Asia Pacific from April 2019 up to present as a technical support engineer. So to discuss about understanding of fire detection and alarm system, let us all welcome Engineer Patrick Hill J. De Gracias. Good morning, Sir Patrick.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Wait lang, sir.
Sige lang, sir. I have a question, sir. How will you pronounce Hochiki ba o Hochiki?
Hochiki, sir.
Hochiki.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good morning. Yeah. Sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So good morning, everyone. So for today, for today's webinar, so first of all, thank you for IECEP, or Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Rizal chapter, for giving us opportunity to present here in for the webinar. So this webinar is entitled Understanding Fire Detection and Alarm System, So let me first introduce myself. My name is Patrick Hill Deogracias. So currently, I'm the technical support engineer here in the Philippines for representing Hochiki. Okay, so the start. So first is I will just give you a uh, brief information regarding our company. So our company is Hochiki. It's a manufacturing of fire detection and alarm system. So we are founded 1918. So we are actually in more than 100 years in the fire alarm industry. So these are the first mechanical manual style fire alarm system. So ito yung first na ginamit actually is in Japan. So ito yung ginamit. So yung years o yung timeline namin. So we started in April 1918 sa Hochiki, Japan. So yun yung pinaka-headquarters namin. So we expanded in 1972. So we have Hochiki America, who's handling most UL products. So next is in Europe in December 1991. So our regional office, which is located in Singapore, is started June 1995. So here in Philippines, we started last June 9, 2019. So we have office here in the Philippines to cater yung mga mostly yung mga technical concerns or technical issues doon sa mga products or doon sa mga projects to support na rin yung mga clients. Okay, so here's our Hochiki facility. So we have a series of factories located in America, in Japan, in UK. So we provide this certification. So we provide UL, FM, CSFM, MEA, BRE, ETL, VDS, CP10, and Bomba. So Hochiki has a complete product line for all of your fire protection needs. So we have addressable fire control panels, addressable sensors and modules, conventional panels, graphic display, VoiceNet for voice evacuation, graphic software, BMS interface, fiber optic interface, short circuit isolator base. We have also multi-sensors and FireNet vapor. So these are the majority of our products offer. So in case you have this requirement, so we can cater. So in terms of international standards, so we support international standard. So for the US location, it's more commonly on UL. In Europe is EN54. For China is GB. For Japanese standard is JFE. Then most in the Southeast Asia Pacific region is UL, EN54, SS645 for Singapore, and JFE for Japanese. So as for the Philippines, we usually majority is on UL. But in case that you will be having a requirement for EN standard and Japanese standard, we also have sets of devices that will comply with that specific standards. So our distributor here in the Philippines is Atlas Circuits Inc., our partner here in the webinar. Okay. So let's proceed with the main topic, which is the understanding of fire detection and alarm system. Okay. So first is what are the common questions for this fire detection and alarm system? So first is usually we ask, what is fire detection and alarm system? O alam ba natin, why do we have this fire detection alarm system? Why do we need? So we must know, why do we need this fire detection and alarm system? Also, what is the purpose of fire detection and alarm system? So we will try to answer each of these questions in this webinar. So first is, let's define fire alarm system. So fire alarm system, a system or portion of combination system that consists of the components and circuits arranged to monitor and enunciate the status of fire alarm. supervisory, signal initiating device, and to initiate appropriate response to those signals. So by the way, this definition came from NFPA 72. So as you can see, yung definition natin is actually came from yung principle niya talaga is to have a detection on the field and have the alarm or notification with the building occupants. So doon umiikot yung definition natin ng fire alarm system. So why do we need this fire detection and alarm system? First of all is to comply with our standards. So first is NFPA 72. This is an international standard. And our national, or in the Philippines, we have this RA 9514, the Fire Code of the Philippines. So we have these guidelines in order for us to implement or installation of the fire detection and alarm system. But what is the most important thing that we have, or the reason why we install the fire detection and alarm system? The main reason is for the life safety. So we try to avoid casualties based on the fire incidents. So we can prevent this by installation of the proper installation of fire detection and alarm system. So pag meron tayong fire detection and alarm system sa building natin, we can actually prevent na magkaroon ng fire, or yung ma-prevent natin na yung mga maliliit na sunog is lalaki. Then of course, yung pupunta tayo doon sa main natin, which is we can save lives if we install properly the fire detection and alarm system. Okay. So let's go to the purpose of the fire alarm system. So first is automatic and early detection of fire condition. So as you can see, kung meron tayong fire alarm system dun sa isang building, so we can actually have the early detection. So kahit maliit pa lang yung sunog, hindi na yan mag-i-spread or lalaki. So we can help the building prevent having a large fire. So fire alarm, supervisory and trouble condition notification. So in case meron tayong fire, so magkakaroon tayo ng notification doon sa panel natin. Supervisory and also trouble conditions. So kapag meron may mga trouble conditions yung mga devices natin, we will also be notified. Third is notification of building occupants for evacuation. So important din to for the purpose kasi if we can have the detection, so we must also notify yung mga building occupants. So para hindi ito yung isang way para ma-prevent natin or ma-lessen natin yung mga casualties. Activate emergency control of other system to make the building safer. So meron tayong mga iilan na third party na systems. So nagkakaroon tayo ng integration with them or interfacing with them para magkaroon tayo or matulungan tayong first is to evacuate yung mga ibang mga building occupants. Another reason is to help us notify the building occupants. So may mga certain na other system na mag-interface sa fire detection alarm system to help us to prevent yung spread ng fire. And last purpose is a provision of alert to nearest fire station in case of fire or other emergency. So this one is indicated in our code. So kailangan we have this communication with the fire station. So ano bang advantage ito? So kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng sunog, we can actually notify immediately. So para ma-prevent pa na mag-spread yung fire o para ma-notify sila kagad na makapunta doon sa lugar ng building with the fire. Okay? So these are some of the purpose. Actually, there are a lot of purpose of the fire alarm system. So these are some. So let's go to the parts of the fire alarm system. So para mas maintindihan natin what are the components of the fire alarm system. So first is yung fire alarm control panel. Second is primary and secondary power supply. Next is initiating and signaling line device. Fourth is fire alarm notification appliance. Then fifth is the building safety interfaces. So isa-isayin natin what are these parts of the fire alarm system. So first is the fire alarm control panel. So fire alarm control panel, a component of the fire alarm system provided with primary and secondary power sources which receive signals from initiating devices or other fire alarm control units and processes these signals to determine part or all of the required fire alarm system output function. So actually, itong fire alarm control panel natin, ito yung pinaka-main equipment natin. So dito kasi na-connect yung mga initiating device natin, mga smoke detector, and also yung sa notification natin. So without this fire alarm control panel, hindi tayo makakuha ng signal coming from the smoke detector and hindi tayo makakapag-activate ng mga notification. So parang ito yung pinaka-CPU natin or yung brain natin for the fire alarm system. Okay? So next natin is we must have one part is the primary and secondary power supply. So of course, we cannot have this fire alarm control panel if wala tayong primary source of power. So ito yung mga AC natin, usually 220 to 230 volts AC. So next is yung secondary power supply. So based sa NFPA code, needed natin na meron tayong secondary power supply to have ito yung magsiswitch in case na malos yung primary source natin. So hindi kasi pwede na magkaroon ng downtime yung panel natin. So dapat immediately, kapag wala yung AC natin, so dapat merong sasalo which is yung secondary power supply. So important thing to since in case na nawalan ng kuryente dun sa isang lugar, then wala tayong secondary power supply and na in some case na nagkaroon ng smoke dun sa dun sa location, so hindi natin malalaman since nakapatay yung panel natin. So isa to sa mga important thing na dapat kino-consider natin dun sa fire alarm system. Okay? So third is yung initiating or signaling line device. Ayan. So ito yung mga some example of the initiating or signaling line device. Assisting component that originate transmission of change of state condition, such as in the smoke detector, manual fire alarm box, or supervisory. So this definition is again coming from NFPA 72. So ito yung mga detection natin or yung nagsisilbi na nagbibigay sa atin ng signal, nagpapaalam sa atin na nakadetect sila ng like smoke, and this also gives us notification na magkaroon tayo ng alarm. Okay, so to give us to have a deeper understanding with this initiating device, so we have these principles of fire detection, which is the manual initiation and the automatic detection. So meron tayo niyan. So yung mga initiating natin, we have this manually initiated and the automatic detected. Okay, so let's talk about this. So first is yung manual initiation. So how So typical example ng device natin for manual initiation is itong manual call station. So dati, so yung mga in early times, so binibigyan lang nila nagkakaroon ng warning lang doon sa doon sa isang building through voice. So na-invent or nagkaroon tayo ng manual call station. So pag nag-activate or na-pull down na-activate na yung manual pull station natin, malalaman na doon sa main ng building na nagkaroon ng signal. So for general philosophy, this is to place within the reach along paths of escape. So ito yung mga locations natin na recommended yung sa path of escape since kapag meron isang tao na nakakita na merong sunog or merong smoke, syempre kung mag-evacuate sila, kailangan makita sila or yung visible sa kanila yung manual pull station para ma-activate nila. So this is to help them na magkaroon mabigyan ng notification yung buong building. So advantage of manual fire alarm is upon discovering the fire, they provide occupants with a readily identifiable means to activate the building fire alarm system. So nagbibigay siya kaagad ng signal coming from the manual pull station papunta doon sa panel. So usually nga ang standard talaga dito kapag nagkaroon ng activation sa si pull station is magkakaroon na ng general alarm doon sa buong building. Excuse me. Okay? So disadvantage for manual pull station is pag yung building natin is walang human intervention or less yung human intervention. Siyempre ito is manually activated. So kapag walang tao dun sa building or less yung tao, siyempre mas kakaroon ng mas less yung chance na may makakita ng sunog and ma-activate yung pull station natin. So para mabigyan natin or compensate doon sa disadvantage, so meron tayong tinatawag na automatic detection. So ito yung samples sa mga automatic detector natin, spot type. Ayan. So may smoke detector, may heat detector, and yung combination ng smoke and heat natin. Okay? So these detectors, which is spot type, so this is automatic. So ibig sabihin, walang no need for manually activation ng isang tao for this device. So kapag nagkaroon ng smoke in a certain place, so magkakaroon siya kagad ng detection if na-reach niya yung limit or yung condition doon sa device. Okay? So let's discuss yung some of the detector and how it works. Okay? So first is yung spot type na photoelectric smoke detector. So sa left side nyo, so makikita natin ito yung mga parts ng detector natin, which is the cover, air vents, light shield, and photo detectors. So ito yung nasa loob ng sa smoke detector natin. So at normal condition, itong photo detector natin is nag-i-emit siya ng light. So yung light na yon is lumalabas. So ayan. So makita natin sa direction, ganyan yung direction nung sa light. So in case na meron tayong fire or meron tayong smoke, so ayan, so makita natin may mga dot diyan na gray. So it is the representation of the smoke particles. So kapag merong smoke particles diyan, ang tendency niyan yung light is ibablock niya yung passage ng light, which the light will lead to the photo detector. Sorry, yung LED pala yung nag-emit ng light. So kapag nagkaroon ng smoke nga, yung light na emitted by the LED will go to the photo detector. And kapag nakapunta na yan dyan sa photo detector, that's the time na bibigyan na siya ng signal, which is pupunta na doon sa panel natin. Magsasabi na siya na, magno-notify na siya that there is an alarm or nag-activate itong smoke detector. Okay? So next is yung fixed type heat detector by metallic type. So how it works? So ito muna yung parts nung sa bimetallic type na heat detector natin. So air vents, may plastic guard tayo, heat collector, and the bimetal. Okay? So inside, so ito yung makikita natin, we have this contact here in this location. Then bimetal state is here in the location, then air vents and the heat collector. So during fire 1, ayan, so yung heat collector natin, so nagkakaroon siya ng detection ng heat. So when the heat is enough for this heat detector, so for example, sabihin na natin na 135 degrees Fahrenheit yung sinet natin na sensitivity for the heat detector. So once na na-reach niya yung 135 degrees Fahrenheit, so itong bimetal state is magbe-bend siya. So pag nag-bend siya, magkakaroon na ng contact dito sa taas. So pag nagkaroon ng nag-touch na tong contact, so that's the time na bibigay na siya ng signal papunta doon sa fire alarm control panel natin. Okay? So that's how the fixed type heat detector by metallic type works. Okay? So next natin is how rate of rise heat detector works. So we have two operation of the heat detector, which is the fixed type So that is discussed a while ago. Then the second one is the rate of rise, which is here. So ito yung process for the rate of rise. So ito yung parts, so air chamber and diaphragm. So at normal condition, also ito yung ano natin, yung itsura sa loob nung rate of rise na heat detector. So we have this air chamber, vent, yung diaphragm natin, then yung contact natin. Okay? So air is heated up. So for your information nga pala, for the rate of rise is, we have yung for the activation based on NFPA is 15 degrees Fahrenheit in less than 1 minute. So kapag nagkaroon ng change dito sa temperature, which is 15 degrees Fahrenheit in less than 1 minute, so magkakaroon na ng activation yung heat detector natin. So for this, ayan, so kapag nagkaroon ng heat, so may event pa rin naman dito, so lumalabas. So kapag pag na-satisfy niya yung condition, which is 15 degrees in less than 1 minute, so magkakaroon na ng mag-expand yung diaphragm natin, causing for the contacts to have activated. So kapag nag-activate yung contacts natin, magbibigay na siya ng signal doon sa panel natin. Okay? So next is how beam detector works. So usually sa mga high ceiling, we put this beam detector. So for the parts of the beam detector, so may optical lens tayo, then beam access controller para positioning. Dito kasi sa beam detector natin, we have emitter and the receiver. So meron tayong emitter and receiver. So yung emitter natin, so siya yung po-provide ng light papunta dun sa receiver. So at normal condition, so nagkakaroon siya ng passage nung light from emitter to receiver. So during fire, ayan, so kapag may smoke na, magkakaroon ng yung light natin is magkakaroon ng disruption. So causing this beam detector to have an alarm condition. Okay? So ganun yung nagiging operation ng beam detector. So during obstruction naman, so kapag 100% na nagkakaroon ng na nabablock yung light, so trouble lang yung marireceive natin to the panel. So hindi naman siya magpo-provide ng alarm. Okay? So that's for the sum of the spot type detector. So marami pa namang mga spot type detector. So ito lang yung sum and yung commonly used na spot type na detector. Okay, so let's go back to the parts of the fire alarm system. So fourth is the fire alarm notification appliance. So fire alarm system components such as bell, horns, light or text display that provides audible, tactile, or visible outputs or any combination thereof. Okay, so hindi ito mawawala dapat doon sa parts of the fire alarm system. Since kapag nagkaroon tayo ng detection, this is the only way to notify our building occupants. Okay. So next is yung building interfaces. So the interface allows the fire alarm system to control aspects of the build environment, prepare the building for fire, and control of the spread of smoke fumes, fire by influencing air movement, lighting, process control, and human transport of the availability exit. So ito yung mga interfaces natin with third party. So ano-ano ba yung mga natin, yung sa interfaces natin. So ito yung mga sum of the building interface, yung needed natin na interfacing. So first is yung tamper switches, water flow switches. So tamper switches and flow switches, ito is nagpo-provide as input. So ibig sabihin, nagbibigay sila ng signal sa panel natin to conduct if magkakaroon ng alarm o magkakaroon ng supervisory signals. So sa output side naman is we have elevator, damper switches, magnetic door lock, and yung HVAC natin. So these are some of the third party na mga devices na need nating i-interface dito sa panel natin. So it is actually it will help na magkaroon tayo ng more safer na evacuation And one most important thing is to prevent yung spread ng fire. So meron tayong mga third-party na devices that we must interface with our panel. Okay? So let's have some questionnaire. Okay, Sir Ron? Sir Ron? Ayun, so we provide prices pala for these questionnaires. So we have this ayan. So kung sino yung unang makasagot through chat, siya yung makakuha ng prize. San kaya excuse me, Sir Ron? Hello? Sir Janvic? Ay. Hello?
Hello, engineer.
Yes, engineer. We have questionnaires pala, sir, na ipa-flash. Then kung sino yung magkakaroon ng ng first answer dun sa chat box natin, siya yung makakuha ng prize.
Okay, sige, sir. May specific format ba tayo, sir?
Wala naman, sir. Basta ma-answer lang yung So magbibigay ng question, then magta-type lang sila ng sagot. So sinong unang tumama, siya yung makakuha ng prize. Paki-inform na lang ako, sir, kapag meron na kayong name nung kung sino yung nakakuha. So magbibigay ako ng ng question, then after siguro about 5 seconds. So kapag may lumabas ng sagot, then i-sing ko na kung ano yung sagot ng
Okay. Sige, sir.
Okay. So first question is, when was the Hochiki Corporation founded? Ayan.
So yun, guys, ang ating first question ni Engineer Patrick is, when was the Hochiki Corporation founded? Sagot na kayo, guys, sa ating official IECEP National YouTube channel. Comment na kayo doon ng sagot.
Okay. So may mga answers na, sir?
Wala pa, sir. Baka nag-ano pa sila. Babakread na notes.
Okay.
So yun, guys. Ang ating question ulit for the freebies ni Engineer Patrick. When was the Hochiki Corporation founded? Ayun, sir, may sumagot na.
Okay.
Ang sagot ni Aris Bulong, 1918.
Okay. So that's the correct answer. So yung please note na lang, sir, kung sino yung sino yung sumagot. I believe may bibigay si Atlas na prize sa inyo, sir.
Sige. Ano ba yan, sir? Meron ba tayong dyan, pasilip sa mga prizes natin?
Hindi ko rin si Atlas yung yung magpo-provide. Okay? Ayan. So yung next questions natin is, what does FDAS stands for? Ito common lang, common sa fire alarm industry.
So ayun, guys, ang ating next question. Okay na po yung first question, may nanalo na po. Ang second question is, what does FDAS stands for? Yan, madali lang yan, guys. Lagi natin nakikita yan sa mga contract, sa purchase order. Ayun, sir, may sumagot na, sir. Galing kay Alri Joaquin, Fire Detection and Alarm System.
Okay. So that's the correct answer. So proceed na tayo sa third question. What are the two principles of fire detection?
So ayun, guys, moving further, ang ating third question na po tayo is, what are the two principles of fire detection system? Guys, please key in your answer on the official IECEP National YouTube channel. May nanalo na po tayo sa ating second question, si Engineer Alri Joaquin. So, dito na tayo sa third question, guys. Ayun, sir, may sumagot na, sir. Tama ba ang sagot ni Engineer Angelo Olormo? Automatic and manual?
Yes, that's the correct answer. So, and yung fourth question natin, what is the main component of the fire detection and alarm system? So ito yung pinaka brain natin for the fire detection and alarm system.
So yun, ang ating pang-apat na katanungan is, what is the main component of the fire detection and alarm? Ayun, may sumagot na, sir. Tama ba, sir, ang sagot ni Engineer Dennis Alba? Signaling and notification?
Hindi, sir.
Sorry,
so yung main component natin, main device. So dito na-connect yung initiating device natin and yung sa notification devices natin.
Eto, sir. Ang sagot naman ni Miss Eunice Sanaw, fire control panel. Fire alarm control panel.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Okay,
so congratulations.
Okay. So yung last question natin for this set of question is, what is the principal law governing the prevention and suppression of all destructive fires in the Philippines? Ayan. So sa fire detection kasi, so kailangan alam natin ano yung standard na pinagbabasihan natin for the fire detection and alarm system dito sa Philippines. So ano yung law?
Nice. Anong RA yan, guys?
Yes, RA siya. So kanina nabanggit siya. So ano lang, we are trying to promote lang this kasi marami ring hindi nakakaalam na meron tayong governing law for the fire detection and alarm system. So this is ito actually is free. Ma-download nyo itong law na to or yung guidelines na to sa sa web. So nandoon yung guidelines ni BFP on how we install or guidelines for the installation of fire detection and alarm system. May sagot na ba,
so,
sir?
Engineer Patrick, may sumagot na. Tama ba ang sagot ni Miss Eunice Sanaw? Pero binura niya. Okay. Si ano na lang, sir. Ito, next, Vicente Buen Consejo, RA 9514.
Yes, yan correct answer. So, kapag in case na nagde-design tayo and gusto natin na magkaroon ng guidelines, specific guidelines, so we can download this via web. Yung RA 9514 natin, wala naman siyang bayad. So, nakapag-download naman ako via web. So, makikita natin dito, not just fire detection and alarm system, may mga fire protection din. So, we must be aware doon sa sa guidelines din natin. Okay, so proceeding. Thank you, sir. So may set of questions pa tayo mamaya. So please, ano na lang.
So yung mga hindi nanalo, pwede pa ulit kayo sumali kanina mamaya.
Meron pa sa iyo. Okay. So
Engineer Patrick, gusto mo muna? Water break? 10 minutes?
Sige, sir. Okay.
Sige, sir. So yung sa mga nanalo, congratulations. We will post yung mga names nyo dun sa ating official IECEP Rizal Chapter Facebook page. So ang time check natin is 10:29 and we'll be right back at 10:40. So guys, please stay tuned. Ayan, meron pa mga pa-prizes mamaya si Engineer Patrick para sa atin. Engineer Patrick?
Yes, sir.
Ayun, sir, pa-share screen ako, sir.
Okay. Ayan, sir.
Thank you. So yung guys, we'll be right back at 10:40.
making plans for takeoff before planes even land.
I'm helping make jet fuel from mustard seeds.
I'm making aerosols 99.9% safer for the planet.
I'm working on precision airflow control systems that ensure reliable room pressurization and directional airflow, controlling airborne pathogens and providing better infection control.
I'm helping protect critical infrastructure from cyber attacks.
I'm turning warehouses into symphonies.
I made pilots see mountains through the fog.
Estoy produciendo equipo de protección que mantiene héroes a salvo.
I'm making it possible to breathe on Mars.
I'm making brains for ears.
I'm making concert halls perform.
I'm working on flying taxis.
I'm making a digital twin of this analog factory.
Seriously, flying taxis.
At Honeywell.
At Honeywell.
At Honeywell, we make a lot of incredible things.
But mostly,
We make the future.
The facilities that we use every day, including stations, office buildings, schools, and houses, are always equipped with devices and equipment for detecting heat or smoke, notifying people of fires, and putting out any fires that are found. As a leading company in disaster prevention systems centered on fire alarm systems, Hotchkiss Corporation provides safety and security in the daily lives of people not only in Japan, but throughout the world. Hotchkiss business is currently centered on the prevention of fire disasters, while providing comprehensive solutions to realize greater safety and security. Hotchkiss' strength lies in R&D, manufacturing, sales, designing and installing, maintenance, upgrading, consulting, and providing an integrated system. This enables the installation of optimal products and systems at all times in buildings and facilities, and allows the setting up of a reliable system that will function properly in the event of an emergency. Hotchkiss has development centers and plants both domestically and internationally, as well as one of the largest multi-purpose fire test laboratories in the world, located in Miyagi Prefecture. This huge facility is used to carry out demonstration tests on water cannons and other major fire extinguishing experiments. Hotchkiss also provides security systems centered on managing the entering and exiting of people to and from buildings, contributing to the establishment of greater safety and security in society. In addition, we also participated in disaster prevention activities in the Shinagawa area, where our head office is located, implemented a project to restore coastal forests, and provided support to restoration work after the Great East Japan earthquake, engaging actively in initiatives to protect local communities and the world. In 2018, we celebrated our 100th anniversary at Hotchkiss. To evolve from a Japanese manufacturer of disaster prevention goods to a global brand, we have been engaging actively and strategically in our expansion overseas. Hotchkiss first began exporting products overseas as early as 1961. Then, 10 years later, in 1971, the company established a local subsidiary in Los Angeles as the first step toward full-scale globalization. And today, they are being used in London's underground. Famous hotels and sports facilities, museums, castles, and numerous other buildings and facilities in cities throughout the world. Boasting complete reliability, Hotchkiss Corporation will continue expanding the circle of safety to people throughout the world.
I'm working on precision airflow control systems that ensure reliable room pressurization and directional airflow, controlling airborne pathogens and providing better infection control.
I'm helping protect critical infrastructure. From cyber attacks,
I'm turning warehouses into symphonies.
I made pilots see mountains through the fog.
Estoy produciendo equipo de protección que mantiene héroes a salvo.
I'm making it possible to breathe on Mars.
I'm making brains for ears.
I'm making concert halls perform.
I'm working on flying taxis.
I'm making a digital twin of this analog factory.
Seriously, flying taxis.
At Honeywell.
At Honeywell.
At Honeywell, we make a lot of incredible things.
But mostly,
We make the future.
The facilities that we use every day, including stations, office buildings, schools, and houses, are always equipped with devices and equipment for detecting heat or smoke, notifying people of fires, and putting out any fires that are found. As a leading company in disaster prevention systems centered on fire alarm systems, Hochki Corporation provides safety and security in the daily lives of people not only in Japan, but throughout the world. Hochki's business is currently centered on the prevention of fire disasters, while providing comprehensive solutions to realize greater safety and security. Hochki's strength lies in R&D, manufacturing, sales, designing and installing, maintenance, upgrading, consulting, and providing an integrated system. This enables the installation of optimal products and systems at all times in buildings and facilities, and allows the setting up of a reliable system that will function properly in the event of an emergency. Hochki has development centers and plants both domestically and internationally, as well as one of the largest multi-purpose fire test laboratories in the world, located in Miyagi Prefecture. This huge facility is used to carry out demonstration tests on water cannons and other major fire extinguishing experiments. Hochki also provides security systems centered on managing the entering and exiting of people to and from buildings, contributing to the establishment of greater safety and security in society. In addition, we also participated in disaster prevention activities in the Shinagawa area, where our head office is located, implemented a project to restore coastal forests, and provided support to restoration work after the Great East Japan earthquake, engaging actively in initiatives to protect local communities and the world. In 2018, we celebrated our 100th anniversary at Hochki. To evolve from a Japanese manufacturer of disaster prevention goods to a global brand, we have been engaging actively and strategically in our expansion overseas. Hochki first began exporting products overseas as early as 1961. Then, 10 years later, in 1971, the company established a local subsidiary in Los Angeles as the first step toward full-scale globalization. And today, they are being used in London's underground. Famous hotels and sports facilities, museums, castles, and numerous other buildings and facilities in cities throughout the world. Boasting complete reliability, Hochki Corporation will continue expanding the circle of safety to people throughout the world.
So yun guys, and we are back sa ating webinar. So, first and foremost, may nagpapa-shoutout guys, si student from the Don Honorio Ventura State University from IECEP Pampanga. So guys, thank you for watching. Nanonood daw sila simula pa nung episode 1 ng ating webinar. So, I'll repeat guys, yung mga nanalo kanina, sina Engineer Aris Bulong, Alri Joaquin, Angelo Olermo, Eunice Sanaw, and Vicente Buen Consejo. So, congratulations sa inyo guys. So, we will post it na lang sa ating ICEP Rizal Facebook page kung paano nyo makaklaim yung prizes nyo guys. So for that, let's continue with our second session with Engineer Patrick Hilde Gracias.
Okay, so morning again. So let's continue with the presentation. So yeah. Okay, so let's go now to the circuit classes of the fire detection and alarm system. So these are the commonly used circuit classes. So first is yung class A, we have class B, and class X. So circuit classes, so ito yung wiring. So wiring natin for the fire detection and alarm system. So kanina kasi pinag-usapan na natin yung devices. So yung mga devices and needed dun sa fire detection. So let's now go to the wiring classes. Okay? So isa-isahin natin yung sa mga classes. So first is yung class A circuit. So class A circuit natin, ayan. So based on the diagram, si class A circuit is meron tayong in and out. So familiar kayo sa in and out. So meaning merong mag-out dito sa panel natin, papunta dun sa devices, then babalik siya or magkakaroon siya ng return doon sa panel natin. Okay? So ganun yung sa class A natin. So may in and out siya. So same din sa notification natin. Pag class A yung circuit class natin for notification, we have also in and out. So may return din yung sa notification devices natin. So ano ba yung So end-of-line supervision resistors are not necessary as the loop returns to the panel and driven from both ends. So yung supervision natin dito, yung pinaka-supervision natin is yung return. So kapag wala siyang return, magkakaroon tayo ng trouble doon sa panel. Okay? Ayan. So ito naman, so in terms of trouble, so for example, may naputol. So single open circuit condition causes a trouble on the panel. All devices on the loop remain operative. So kapag class A, one advantage is that kapag isa lang yung nagkaroon ng putol dun sa wire natin, so lahat ng devices natin is gagana pa rin or mag-ooperate pa rin. So itong devices na to, so dito kukuha ng communication. So yung the other two is dito naman siya kukuha ng communication. So kapag nagkaroon lang ng putol na ganito, so magkakaroon tayo ng open circuit trouble doon sa panel natin. So in case na dalawa na, so sabihin na natin magkakaroon pa ng cut dito, of course itong device na to is hindi na siya mag-ooperate. Okay, so ganun yung advantage natin for the class A. So kahit pag nagkaroon tayo ng isang single cut doon sa wire natin, so gagana pa rin lahat ng devices natin. So yun yung main advantage natin for the class A circuit. So next is yung class B circuits natin. So class B circuits naman natin is we have this. So kung makikita nyo by physical diagram, makikita nyo na yung difference from class A and class B. So sa class A kasi may return tayo. Sa class B, we don't have any return. So ang supervision natin dito is itong end-of-line resistor. So meaning, kapag wala tayong in-install na end-of-line resistor, magkakaroon tayo ng trouble dito sa panel na open circuit. Okay? So ito yung important thing kapag class B wiring tayo. So dapat po hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng T-tapping along the way. Kasi pag nagkaroon tayo ng T-tapping, so yung naka-T-tap na device is wala na siyang supervision. So, and another note is dapat yung last device doon naka-install yung end-of-line resistor. So, kasi sabihin natin for example, itong end-of-line resistor is hindi nyo na-install doon sa last device, dito nyo siya na-install. So, pag nakat yung line dito, hindi na siya magkakaroon ng notification doon sa panel na nagkaroon siya ng cut or kung gumagana pa siya. Okay? So, important thing kapag end-of-line resistor, dapat naka-install siya doon sa dulo and wala tayong dapat T-tapping for the devices. Okay? Ayan. So, for the example, so kapag nagkaroon tayo ng single cut doon sa class B, so pag nagkaroon single cut dyan, magkakaroon dito ng trouble, which is the open circuit trouble. Okay? In terms of functionality, the 3, itong 3 is gagana siya, gagana pa rin, remain operative, while yung dito, yung dalawa, is hindi na siya gagana. Okay? So kailangan kapag nagkaroon tayo ng open circuit trouble for the devices, for the circuit na ganito, is dapat puntahan kaagad natin and to check. Kasi possible na meron na tayong may possible na devices na hindi na gumagana. Okay? So yun po yung sa class B wiring natin. And last is yung class X. So class X is actually quite similar with class A. So kung makikita nyo is meron tayong return. May return yung wiring natin for the class X circuit. So ang main difference niya with the class A is meron tayong short circuit isolator na devices or modules na kinakabit. So this short circuit isolator protects yung mga devices natin from short circuit. So alam naman natin since electronic device yung mga naka-install, so kapag nagkaroon ng short circuit, possible na i-damage niya yung device. And even worse is magkaroon tayo ng damage doon sa panel natin. So para ma-prevent yon, so mag-install tayo ng mga short circuit isolator modules or devices throughout the system. Okay? So pag nagkaroon ng single na na short circuit, so pag nagkaroon ng short circuit dito, so hindi niya sisirain yung mga device, i-isolate lang ng mga module. Okay? So ayan. Single wire, two wire, shorts causes a trouble on the panel. The short circuit isolator activate and protect the rest of the loop. All the devices remain operative. So ang sample nga dito is nagkaroon ng short circuit dito. So mag-activate itong dalawang device giving the panel a trouble with the short circuit trouble. Ayan. Pero hindi siya yung in case lang na ito yung nagkaroon ng cut, so lahat ng mga devices will remain operative. So ito, communication dito, and ito dito naman. Okay? So that is the 3 circuit classes na commonly used doon sa fire detection and alarm system. Siguro ang pinaka-disadvantage nito, sa class X kasi is protection talaga siya ng mga devices. Pero ang main advantage usually is in terms of cost. Siyempre, magdadagdag tayo ng modules and devices, so magka-add up siya dun sa cost natin. Okay? So next naman is yung types of system. So tapos na tayo dun sa wiring. So types of system naman tayo. So we have actually three types of system. The conventional, addressable, and the analog addressable system. Okay, so let us first discuss yung conventional system. Ayan. We have a sample panel here. So conventional panel, by definition, first is a conventional control panels range in size from 1 zone to over 60 zones. Zones typically consist of some or all initiating devices in an area or floor of a building. Some control panel zone capacity expandable while others are not, limiting its usefulness if a facility adds additional buildings or rooms. Okay? So ito, we have this, so sa conventional, we have these zones. So yung circuit classes natin dito or yung mga devices natin is we define this as zone. To further explain, so this is a diagram. So yung number of zones natin nakadepende kung anong gagamitin nating panel. So may mga panels dyan na may limitation lang na 2 zones lang, 8 zones, so on and so forth. So we must know ano yung capability ng panel natin in terms na magde-design tayo for the conventional system. Okay? So for this example, Zone 1 and Zone 2. So Zone 1 natin is a purely smoke detector and Zone 2 is purely manual pull station. Based kasi sa NFPA, so dapat if maglalagay kayo ng zoning, dapat sa isang zone is pare-parehong device. So hindi nila ina-advise na magkaroon ng combination ng devices sa isang zone. Okay? So for this, multiple zones are combined into a single zone. Zones can contain 30 or more devices. So depende dun sa capability ng zone natin kung ilan yung pwede nating install na smoke detector para dun sa capability niya. Okay? Yan. Care must be taken when laying out zones to comply with the code of requirements. So in terms of code requirements, these are some of the codes. So zone consideration based sa NFPA 72, 23.8.5.5.2. The number of water flow alarm initiating devices permitted to be connected to a single initiating device circuit shall not exceed 5. So in case nagagamit kayo ng zones for the water flow, so hindi tayo pwedeng mag-exceed ng 5. So in terms naman sa tamper switches or sa supervisory signal, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-exceed ng 20. Last, if a floor exceeds 22,500 square feet or 2,090 square meters in area, the floor should be subdivided into detection zones. So meaning lang nito is we cannot yung limitation natin ng isang zone, ang area of limitation is up to 2,000, roughly is 2,000 square meters. So kapag yung area natin is more than 2,000 square meters or 2,090 to be exact, kailangan mag-install na kayo ng panibagong zone. Okay? Yeah. So in terms of operation, ayan. So sa operation ng convention natin, wiring must be installed in a supervised manner, other class A or class B with an end-of-line resistor. So pag conventional natin, ang practice is usually class B. So pag class B tayo, ay nga, yung diniscuss natin kanina, we must have this end-of-line resistor doon sa last device to have a full supervision of the zone. So kapag hindi nyo nilagay sa last device, so hindi siya magkakaroon ng full supervision. Okay? So take note again, hindi dapat tayo nagkakaroon ng T-tapping kapag conventional na class B tayo since hindi siya magkakaroon ng supervision. Okay? Yeah. So in terms of fire, alarm conditions are initiated by zone only. Inspection is required to determine the zone. So in case magkaroon ng fire, so for this example, so ito yung nagkaroon ng detection. So ang lalabas sa panel natin is zone 1 lang. So in case na, ayan, 5 yung install natin na smoke detector dyan sa zone 1, so hahanapin natin saan ba dyan sa zone 1 na smoke detector nagkaroon ng fire. So hindi mo malalaman specifically. Doon na lang sa location. Kailangan mong puntahan talaga para pinpoint mo ano ba ang smoke detector doon sa zone 1 yung nagkaroon ng alarm. Okay? Trouble conditions are initiated by zone only. Inspection is required to determine the cause. So another is for the trouble. So pag nagkaroon tayo ng open circuit trouble dito, hindi nyo rin siya ma-pinpoint immediately kung nasaan. Kasi sa zone yan, so the whole zone yung wiring natin na yan yung i-check natin in case nagkaroon ng cut doon sa wiring. Okay? So kapag sa zone 1 yung nagkaroon ng open circuit trouble, open circuit trouble, so hindi natin ma-identify immediately yung specific location. So kailangan natin hanapin all throughout doon sa zone 1. So information transmitted to central station is by zone at best. Many panels send alarm supervisory and trouble only. So in case na magsisend tayo into a third party like BFP, so limited lang yung mabibigay nating signal sa kanila. Usually, alarm lang, supervisory, and trouble. Okay? So yun yung sa conventional natin. So let's now go to the addressable system. So if may mga questions kayo, ilagay nyo lang sa chat, then we will try to answer that at the end of the presentation. Okay, sa addressable system, so by definition, an addressable system point capacity is determined by the amount of SLC signaling line circuit it contains. So yung SLC natin, so tinatawag natin yan kapag nasa project site tayo, ito yung mga loops natin, addressable loop, yung signaling line circuit natin. Each SLC circuit provides power, communication, and supervision for all the devices connected to it. Each SLC can accommodate over 100 addressable devices depending upon the manufacturer. So depende na lang sa manufacturer ng fire alarm control panel if ilan yung capacity or yung limitation natin ng device per loop. Okay? So definitely kapag addressable yung system natin, ang nilalagay natin sa loop is mga addressable devices. Okay? So this is the common single line diagram. Each SLC loop can contain a variety of addressable devices. Non-addressable devices are connected via addressable module. So ito is sa sample natin sa screen is addressable heat detector, addressable smoke, addressable input module, addressable pull station, and addressable smoke detector. So yung mga yung mga devices na i-connect natin like water flow and fan, yung pressurization fan, is kino-connect natin via module. So yung module yung na-connect doon sa addressable loop natin since yung module yung addressable system. So ito yung kinokontrol natin if magkakaroon ng activation. So each point on the SLC loop is given a unique address when installed. Okay, so unlike conventional system, dito sa addressable system natin, every device has a unique code. So lalagyan natin ng ng name. So specifically ito is address 1, address 2, address 3, address 4, address 5, and address 6. So supervision is accomplished by the panel by polling the device on the SLC loop. So nagkakaroon tayo ng polling dyan. So yung polling, through the process of polling, doon natin malalaman yung status ng devices natin. Okay? So in case na pumunta siya doon sa device na yon through polling, then may disconnection, so doon lalabas yon sa panel natin. Okay? So in terms of fire, alarm condition are initiated by point allowing responding personnel to quickly find the fire. So unlike doon sa conventional system natin, dito sa addressable, kapag nagkaroon ng detection dito sa address 6, may kita natin sa panel natin na address na 6. So as much as possible, nilalagyan natin ng location text. So specific dapat yung location text natin para mas madali siyang ma-pinpoint. So ayan, nakalagay lobby smoke detector. So mas mabilis niyong mapupuntahan yung addressable device na nagkaroon ng alarm para ma-check. So sa kasi doon nga sa in comparison with the conventional devices, hindi nyo makikita kagad yung specific na device doon sa panel. Okay? So in terms of trouble condition din, mas mabilis siyang mapipinpoint since meron siyang hint na kagad. So for example, nandito nga yung natin, yung na-cut na wire. So lalabas doon sa panel natin na disconnected yung ganitong device. So malalaman mo kagad na doon kagad siya sa malapit dito sa address 6 na device. Since yun yung lumabas doon sa panel natin. Okay? So in terms of finding yung sa trouble natin, may mga way, mas madali siya compared sa conventional system. Okay? So in terms naman sa third party na napapadalan natin ng signal for the information, mas detailed yung mabibigay natin since addressable system yung in-implement natin. Okay? So, since supervision is accomplished through polling, T-top wiring is permitted. Ayan. So, binabanggit ko kanina sa conventional system is hindi natin pinopromote yung T-topping because of the supervision issue. So, kapag dito naman sa addressable system, we allow T-topping. So, T-topping, ganyan. So, meron kayong derecho, tapos nagkaroon kayo ng branch dito. So, hindi na issue si T-topping since meron na tayong specific address for this. So, kapag nagkaroon ng disconnection dito, so makikita nyo sa panel na meron tayong open circuit trouble 4 or disconnected device for addressable device number 3. So, unlike sa conventional kasi wala tayong specific or unique code for every device. Okay? So, T-topping is allowed na for the addressable system. So, many systems support flexible input and output program to link initiating device to output. So, pag nagkaroon ng pwede tayong gumawa ng certain cause and effect like kapag nagka-alarm si address number 6 is pwede niyang paganahin si address number 3 which is i-shut down yung fan. Okay? So, meron tayong mas flexible yung control natin ng series of events like activation ng device or yung detection ng device. So, for the comparison, so conventional versus addressable. So, conventional, lower initial equipment cost. So, kapag magko-compare kayo ng initial equipment cost ng device, so device lang to, so mas mura talaga si conventional. Wide range of compatible devices. So, si conventional kasi wala siyang protocol. So, yung device natin, pwede natin usually pwede mo siyang i-install sa mga ibang brand ng panel. So can be easier to program. So mas madali nga siya since wala naman lang siya, single hardwired siya. So mas madali siyang i-program. Limited expansion capability. Yung limited expansion capability natin, syempre may specific zone lang tayo and sa number of zone is medyo maliit yung quantity ng device. So addressable, ito yung sa niya, yung side niya, easier to install, more system status information at the panel and central station. So mas marami siyang information, mas madali compared sa conventional for troubleshooting and yung para hanapin nyo yung mga may trouble do sa devices. So input and output programming, much more flexible. So ito yung mga cause and effect natin. So kapag may smoke detector tayo, so ano yung pwede nating i-activate. Usually much more room available to expand since may mga modular tayo na na addressable system and yung sa mga addressable system nga natin mas mataas yung capacity niya compared dun sa zones ng conventional. So mas marami siyang room for expansion. Okay? So proceed na tayo dun sa sa last na type natin which is the analog addressable system. So analog addressable system, detectors in an analog addressable systems become sensors relaying information to control panel corresponding to how much smoke or heat that the detector is sensing. So ito lang is mas intelligent. So meaning same siya, addressable siya. Sa addressable system kasi usually via 1 or 0 lang. Ibig sabihin activate or not activate. So dito may certain level tayong tinatawag. So hindi lang siya off or on. So meron tayong mga certain levels or na pwede nating ibigay yung info doon sa mas makakatulong yun doon sa users natin. The control panel makes the decision based on this information when to alarm. Ayun. So meron tayong yung sa decisions nun based on sa information. So mas intelligent yung information na nakukuha natin dito sa analog addressable system. So ito yung sa polling niya. Supervision is still checked by polling. In addition, an analog value is transmitted to the panel for processing. Ayan. So meron tayong makita dito additional yung analog value. Ayan. So meron na tayong analog value dito. So yung analog value is somehow parang we can check yung health ng device natin or yung status ng device natin. So kung meron na siyang, for example, yung smoke detector natin, kapag tumaas yung analog value niya, ibig sabihin may nakakapasok na dirt na doon sa smoke detector natin. Which is, pwede na siyang sabihin na due na siya for the maintenance. So, ganun lang. May mga additional tayong features for this analog addressable system. May mga information nga tayo na which is hindi siya madedetect sa addressable system lang. Sa addressable system lang kasi is one on-off lang. So, kapag nagkaroon ng smoke, mag-on siya. So, kapag walang smoke, off. Dito, so kapag hanggat hindi mo pa naaabot yung threshold for alarm ng analog value, hindi pa magkakaroon ng alarm yung smoke detector. Okay? So for this example, yung smoke detector natin analog value is 61. So yung natin at normal operation is ito yung pinaka natin. Meaning is ito yung pinaka healthy na condition ng smoke detector natin. 60, 61, so close to 60. So kapag tumaas yan, yung usually kapag ang alarm threshold kasi natin is ang analog value niya is nasa 150. So along the way, yung mga 90, so may mga pre-alarm condition tayo doon or for maintenance trouble, so lalabas siya doon sa panel natin. Causing it to prevent us to have a false alarm indication. Kasi kapag sabihin na nating nag-alarm yung smoke detector natin pero dahil lang pala sa dust, so syempre hindi false alarm 'yon. So meaning pine-prevent kasi natin yung false alarm which is give way to the notification dun sa building occupants na yun yung cause din ng disturbance dun sa mga building occupants. So one way para ma-prevent natin yung false alarm is via installation ng analog addressable system para mas intelligent yung information na makukuha natin. So this analog value corresponds to the amount of heat or smoke in that detector's area of coverage, higher or more. O yan, higher is equal to more. So mas mataas nga yan, ibig sabihin may nade-detect tayo na smoke or heat doon sa location. Ayan. So if the analog value exceeds the alarm threshold, an alarm occurs, this alarm threshold is calculated by the panel. So yung natin, yung threshold natin for the alarm is 150. So pag nag-190 siya, so meaning lagpas na siya, magkakaroon na ng alarm doon, yung detector natin na ibibigay doon sa panel. So input-output modules do not relay analog values to the panel as they are monitoring or controlling on-off devices. Ayan. So kapag kapag modules lang tayo, ito is on-off lang. So meaning, for example, itong water flow, so pag nag-activate siya, magbibigay lang siya ng signal dito sa input module natin na magbibigay doon sa panel. So wala naman siyang sensitivity level, on or off lang for the modules. Okay? So ayun yung mga information natin for the analog addressable system. So in terms of fire and trouble, almost the same naman siya for the addressable system. Yung fire natin specific pa rin na ilalabas sa panel. Sa trouble, ganun din pag disconnected. So that is the three most commonly used na types of system dito sa Philippines. Actually, dito sa Philippines, meron pa tayong tinatawag na semi-addressable system. So it is a combination of the addressable system with the conventional system. So usually yun ginagamit based sa budget. So nagkakaroon sila ng combination ng addressable and conventional system. Okay? So now we will introduce to you our panel for the Hochiti, which is the latitude panel. So this latitude panel is UL 864 10th edition listed. Yan. So I will be discussing yung mga features and features ng panel. So first is all new latitude product range of fire alarm control panel combines the very latest hardware and software to produce a control indication system with powerful and sophisticated yet simple to use and understand. So major friendly user latitude panel. Ayan. So ito yung mga features niya. So utilizing Hochiki's advanced DCP protocol, which is fully digital and featuring fast and stable communication. So DCP means Digital Communication Protocol. So ito yung ginagamit na protocol. So kapag mga addressable system tayo, we have this protocol. So kapag addressable system, yung pwede mo lang na-install na addressable device doon sa addressable panel na yun will depend on the protocol. So in our part, yung panel namin is DCP protocol. So meaning, yung mga addressable device na pwede nyong install doon sa Hochiki panel latitude is dapat DCP protocol din. Support CO detection or the carbon monoxide detection. So meron tayong spot type na detector for the carbon monoxide detection. So in terms of capacity, we have 4-slot enclosure and the 8-slot enclosure. 4-slot is minimum of 2 loops and maximum of 8 loops or signaling line circuit. So kapag sa 8-slot enclosure naman, minimum of 2 loops and maximum of 16 loops. So in terms of devices per loop, our maximum is 100 up to 127 devices, which is combination of the addressable sensors and modules. So meron tayong allotted for the addressable sounder base, which is 128 to 254. Yun yung allotment natin for addressable sounder base. So in terms of wiring ng SLC natin, shielded or twisted par is not required for SLC loops. But ito is yung ano lang in terms of type, which is shielded or twisted pair. So yung ano lang natin is kahit hindi tayo gumamit ng shielded or twisted pair. Pero meron tayong indicated sa NFPA 72 na in level 2 na protection ng ano natin ng pathway, dapat is nakakabit tayo ng fire-rated na cable. Okay? Support NFPA's Class B, Class A, and Class X SLC loop. So yung discuss natin a while ago, so it's supported yan ng latitude panel. So sa latitude panel, we have 7-inch full color touchscreen, 800 by 480. That include day of the week, day, month, year, and the time. So ito yung sample screen natin. So fully touchscreen na siya, so we cannot see conventional button doon sa panel natin. So we have multiple languages option, 38 languages and more to come. So ayan. So may Chinese dyan, Japanese. Ayan. So 80 characters for location text, zone text, etc. So nag-allot kami for the location text up to 80 characters. This is to for the user to put the specific location. Kasi important talaga yung mailalagay mo yung specific location nung sa device. So for example, yung sa isang smoke detector, first floor, room 1, bedroom 2. So kailangan we advise na complete yung details para pag nag-appear siya dun sa panel, mas madali nating malolocate kung saan ba yung device na nag-alarm. Okay? So automatic day and night feature. So yung sensitivity ng device natin, we can adjust through day and through night. So ibig sabihin, pwedeng magkaiba yung sensitivity level natin during daytime and iba yung sensitivity level natin during nighttime. For us, we recommend na during daytime is less sensitive since meron tayong tinatawag na human intervention. This is for the buildings na ang usual operation is sa daytime. So kapag nighttime naman, dito naman tayo nagpo-full ng sensitivity or at most yung sensitivity level natin since wala tayong human intervention or kukonti yung human intervention natin. So we only rely doon sa mga automatic detection. Okay? So next is we have 10,000 non-volatile event log with 1 second resolution. So yan yung event log up to 10,000. So organized, intuitive, tab, multi-event, smart display. So ito yung sample for the fire. So ayan. So ito yung importance ng location text natin. So para pag nagkaroon ng alarm, malalaman kagad natin saan yung specific location ng device. Ito yung mga sample na screenshots for the fire condition. Yan. For the trouble naman, ayan. So for the trouble, ayan, indicated sa kanya yung address, then yung trouble ng device. Supervisory, so for supervisory alarm, available naman siya. So disablement, so we have also disablement dun sa tab. Controls and other events, and delay control option. So may mga specific requirement kasi tayo sa project that requires na yung delay. So pero for your information lang, yung delay natin based sa NFPA is ang approved lang ni NFPA or yung ina-advise lang niya is yung positive alarm sequence. So yun lang yung ina-allow niya, which is 15 seconds. So pag nagkaroon ng alarm yung smoke detector natin within 15 seconds, kapag walang nag-acknowledge, diretso siya ng general alarm. Kapag na-acknowledge naman siya, magkakaroon ng 180 seconds na investigation phase. So yun po yung advisable ni NFPA with regards dun sa delay or dun sa sequence of alarm natin. So in any case, kapag may mga requirement kayo for the delay, this Hochiki latitude can support your requirement for the delays. Okay, so next is customizable fire system normal screen logo. So in case na gusto ng company na ilagay nila sa home screen kapag normal yung panel, yung company logo, so possible. So pwede nyo namang baguhin yung front screen ng panel. Okay, so network capability. Ayan. So network capability natin up to as of now is 64 panels yung pwede nating ilagay in a network, and maximum of 127 will be available soon. So yung as of now is 64 panels pa lang yung pwede nating i-network. Okay? So 2,000 network-wide software zones, 5,000 cause and effect entries. Yung cause and effect natin, ito yung ginagamit natin to provide yung sequence of alarm doon sa isang building. So for the wiring limitation for the network, yung network natin, yun yung connection ng panel. So yun yung communication with every panel. So maximum natin for every panel na distance is up to 1.2 kilometers. Okay, or 4,000 feet. So 64 user login accounts with 28 individual access level. So we can create this 64 user login accounts. So ito is pwede mong gawan ng account yung every user na mag-ooperate ng panel. So for example, yung security guard yung at normal operation, so bibigyan natin siya or gagawa natin siya ng account na ang limitation lang ng account niya is to reset or acknowledge ng panel. So hindi na natin siya bibigyan ng other access. Since ito is nagpe-prevent yon para magkaroon sila ng baka para hindi ma-prevent na may mabago silang configuration dun sa panel natin. Sometimes kasi nangyayari, so since sila yung nag-ooperate ng panel natin, may mga some incident lang na nagkakaroon, may napipindot na hindi sinasadya. So nagkakaroon ng nababago yung configuration. So through this, we can limit yung accessibility ng every person. So pwede rin yung sa maintenance ng building, bibigyan natin ng mas mataas na access level. Then yung mga building managers. So ibibigay natin sa kanila yung full access. So pwede tayong gumawa up to 64 user login account. Okay. So another feature is we have this access level and user account. So as I have discussed a while ago, so pwede nating i-limit yung capability or yung accessibility ng account. So ayan, pwede tayong mag-check dyan, delay control, set system, silence alarm, so buzzer silence. So pwede nyong i-edit or i-check lang ano ba yung accessibility na pwede nilang i-provide. Ayan. So some screenshots. Ayan. So sa user login accounts naman, ayan. So pwede nga kayong gumawa, Hochiki engineer, building manager, building engineer, security guard, building maintenance. So pwede kayong gumawa ng user login accounts up to 64 na account. Ito yung mga sample screen. So ito is yung mga function buttons natin. Pwede tayong gumawa ng function buttons up to 24. So yung function button natin, kayo na maglalagay if anong specific na capability. Okay. Ayan. So latitude panel is UL listed and FM approved. So in case you have requirement with the UL and FM, so si latitude is we have certification for UL and FM. So 10.25 ampere for the power supply for 8-slot na panel. So 400 milliampere loop current. So monitor fire and trouble routing inputs and output. Modular and expandable electronics. So modular meaning pwede tayong magdagdag ng loops depende dun sa capacity na panel na in-order natin. Okay? Can be networked with programmable functionality. Option for status notification via SMS, and email. So merong capability si latitude panel that we can have notification via SMS or email. So kapag nagkaroon ng alarm or trouble, pwede nating isend yan through SMS or email. Okay, so may module lang tayong kailangang idagdag to comply with that requirement. LatiView PC graphics software. So kapag may requirement kayo for PC graphics software, so we have in Latitude also. Yeah. So in terms of programming, actually we can program the panel 3 ways. First is via touchscreen. Pero yung sa touchscreen natin is limited lang. So may mga limited capability tayo sa touchscreen. So via PC, we have 2 ways. So we can use the type A, USB, or yung type B. Yung type A, ito yung conventional na flash drive. So kapag may flash drive kayo, so mag-program lang kayo sa PC, ilagay nyo doon sa flash drive, then i-plug nyo yung flash drive doon sa panel, then you can upload na yung program. So another is through type B, which is ito yung wired. Yung type B is ito yung usually ginagamit natin na printer cable. So yung type A and type B, available yan sa market. So isa yan sa mga advantage for the programming. So kahit hindi kayo makapagdala ng programming cable, punta lang kayo sa printer shop. So makakabili kayo ng pang transfer ng data. Okay? And syempre, mas mababa yung cost since hindi na siya yung serial type na cable yung gagamitin. Latitude is programmable by LE2 software. So LE2 yung ginagamit namin na software for Latitude. Actually, kapag na-encounter nyo sa LE2 software, user-friendly siya. So hindi naman siya mahirap pag-aralan. Yan. So ito yung sample ng LE2 software. So pwede kayong mag-drop, double-click, copy and cut, paste. Ayan. So madaling i-navigate si LE2 actually. Ayan. So yung layout ng panel natin, ito yung LCD main processor board, main backboard, power supply unit, standby or backup battery. So ito usually is locally purchased. Zone LED board, and optional. And yung printer natin, onboard thermal printer is optional. So ito yung isa sa mga advantage din ni Latitude panel. So modular siya. So kapag nagkaroon ng trouble, nagkaroon ng fault yung panel natin, not necessarily kailangan palitan mo naman yung buong panel. So by module naman siya. So ito yung 4 slots enclosure. Then ito yung 8 slot enclosure. Okay? So for the last discussion na lang, ito yung sa latitude diagram para makita natin or ma-feature out natin paano ba in actual. So ito yung latitude panel natin. So meron niyang loops. So depende kung ilan yung enclosure natin. So then sa loop natin, it includes the SCI. Ito yung sa short circuit isolator natin for protection ng short circuit. ATJEA, which is the heat sensor. ALN for the smoke sensor or smoke detector. DCP-AMS, which is for the manual pull station. So these are all addressable. So ayan yung mga model nila. So DCP-R2ML is for the relay. So ito yung interfacing natin with mechanical devices. So ang example dito is lift. So yung DCP-R2M natin is relay module siya. Isang address lang ino-occupy niya pero it can provide 2 relays. So next is yung DCP-DIMM. Ito is input module. So ang sample dito is yung flow switch and control valve. So si DCP-DIMM, isang address lang din yung ino-occupy niya pero nagpo-provide siya ng dalawang input. So DCP-SOM, so since conventional lang sa UL yung mga notification natin, so kapag in case na gusto natin ng control with the activation of the notification, so we can connect with the DCP-SOM. So si DCP-SOM, meron tayong connection with the addressable loop and needed din niya ng 24 volts. Next is si DCP-CZM. So ito kapag semi-addressable yung system natin. So kung gusto niyo maglagay ng mga conventional na devices, so needed nyo si DCP-CCM. So connected siya doon sa addressable loop and nagpo-provide siya ng 24 volts. I mean, kailangan din niya ng input na 24 volts DC. So sa kanya connected yung conventional devices natin. So in case na needed nyo na external power supply unit, so meron din kami, ayan, with the model FN600X. So mas marami pa yung model, depende dun sa capacity ng power supply unit. So sometimes needed natin yung external power supply unit since electronic device and usually meron tayong tinatawag na voltage drop. So yun yung minsan nakakalimutan natin in terms of designing, in terms of wiring capability. So minsan may mga wiring limitations tayo lalo na sa 24 volts dahil sa voltage drop. So pwede tayong mag-install ng mga power supply unit dun sa remote location. So next is meron tayong LatiView, ito yung graphic software. So graphic software, so may kita nyo dito sa PC o dito sa monitor yung floor plan ng project nyo. So pag nagkaroon ng alarm, magpa-pop up kung saan location yung nagkaroon ng alarm. Okay? So in terms of networking, ayan. So networking natin, ayun yung kinoconnect natin yung mga different panels natin and pwede nating i-control kung saan yung master natin. So for example, ito yung master panel natin. Pwede natin makita lahat ng status ng mga panel na naka-connect sa network. So vision repeater unit, ito yung yung repeater panel natin. So pwede niyang i-replicate yung status ng mga panel na nakakabit sa network. So maximum natin yan, 127 panels na pwede nating network. And yung last dito is connection with the mimic panel, yung floor plan layout. And meron tayong device for that. Yung pwede tayong magpa-customize nung floor plans na nakalagay na doon sa mimic panel natin. Okay, so that's the basic latitude diagram. So ito yung single line diagram for the latitude. So if you have any question, don't hesitate lang na ilagay doon sa chat box. Okay, so for that, so before we end this, before I end my presentation, so we have the website of the Hochiki, www.hochikiasiapacific.com/. Then we have also this email, sales@hochikiasiapacific.com. So if you have any inquiries or design assistance na pwedeng i-offer si Hochiki, so pwede namin kayong tulungan. So just inquire with this email, sales@hochikiasiapacific.com. We also have Facebook fan page, www.facebook.com/Hochiki Asia Pacific. So nandito yung mga events like free webinars, yung mga technical discussion. So pwede nyong makita dito sa Facebook fan page. Okay? So for that, so before we go to the question and answer, so meron tayong set of questionnaires pa. So we have 5. Engineer Ron.
Yes, Engineer Pat.
Yes, question, may set of questions ulit ako, 5. 5 lang naman, sir.
Sige sir. Maraming sasagot na niyan.
Okay, sige. Okay. So first question natin. Ayan. What are the 3 common circuit classes of FDAS?
So yun guys, please type in sa ating official YouTube channel ang sagot nyo for that question. What are the 3 common circuit classes of FDAS? And guys, please key in your answers. May sumagot na, Engineer Pat.
Yes.
Sabi ni Nico Paulo Ilyar, Class A, B, and X.
Yes, correct. Yun yung common 3 circuit classes. Although, may mga iba pa tayong circuit classes, kaya lang, dito sa FDAS installation, we usually use these 3. The Class A, Class B, and Class X. Actually, yung Class X, medyo limited since medyo high cost yung wiring. Okay? So next question natin is, what are the 3 popular types of FDAS? So ito yung types natin ng FDAS na diniscuss kanina.
So again guys, ang ating second question na po tayo is, what are the 3 popular types of FDAS? Yeah, please key in your answer guys on the comment section of the IECEP National YouTube channel. Eto sir, may sumagot na. Sabi ni Sir Alan Sabado, conventional, addressable, and analog addressable.
Okay, correct, Engineer Alan. So next is, what is the newest Hochiki FDAS panel that is UL and FM approved? Ito yung diniscuss kong panel kanina, yung Hochiki FDAS panel.
So third question na po tayo guys. Ang third question is, what is the newest Hochiki FDAS panel that is UL and FM approved? Ito, sir, may sumagot na si Polly Agkis. Latitude or
yes.
latitude?
Yes, yun yung correct answer. Okay, so congratulations. So number 4 is, what is the maximum number of loops can be obtained in Hochiki Farnet latitude panel? So ano yung pinaka-maximum number of loops na pwede nating i-install?
Guys, ang ating fourth question, what is the maximum number of loops can be obtained in Hochiki Farnet latitude panel? So guys, please key in your answer. So far, congratulations. Ayun, meron na. Ang tama ba to, Engineer Pat? Poly Agkis ulit, 127?
Hindi. Wrong. Yun yung number of devices na pwede nyong ilagay sa isang loop. Pero yung question is, how many loops ang pwede ilagay?
Ang sagot naman ni Engineer Alan Sabado, 16 loops.
Yes, yung 16 loops yung correct answer. So up to 16 loops yung Hochiki Farnet latitude panel. So every loop is can consist of 127 na analog addressable na smoke detectors, mga detectors and modules. So up to 16.
Okay. So si Engineer Alan Sabado ulit.
Yung last question is, what is the name of the distributor of Hochiki products in the Philippines? Ayan.
Yun guys, kanina nasa poster to na ating event. What is the name of the distributor of Hochiki products in the Philippines? Guys, pwede nyo i-check yan sa ating official IECEP IECEP Rizal Facebook page. Nandun siya. Again, the question is, what is the name of the distributor of Hochiki products in the Philippines? Ito, sir, may sagot ulit si Engineer Alan Sabado. Atlas Circuits Incorporated.
Yes, that's correct. So, in case na you have requirement for Hochiki products, you can contact Atlas Circuits Inc. Okay, so that's all for the set of questionnaires for this webinar. So thank you for listening. So we will proceed, sir, sa question and answer.
Sir, before that,
okay.
May we call on Hawk Liang, Sales Manager of Hochiki? Nandiyan po ba si Sir Hawk Liang?
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, sir, good morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending this session and also inviting Hochiki to do this presentation. Okay, my name is Hawk Liang. I'm based in Singapore. As you know, Hochiki is a manufacturer in Japan. Our office here in Singapore is the subsidiary taking care of the whole Southeast Asia. So Mr. Patrick is stationed in our Manila office, which is established in 2019. So I want to take this chance to let everyone know Hochiki has been in the market of Philippines for many years. In the beginning, we are more into the Japanese product, but we have moved on to the UL product, which is more demand in the Philippines. And with Patrick joining on board, we are looking to extend our technical support and after sales to projects. Okay, so if you want to find out more on a Hochiki product or learn about Hochiki product, do reach out to us or our distributor at last. We can provide programming training how to learn how to program our system, and hopefully in the next session that if you will be invited, we have new things that we will be launching. For example, the new edition of smoke detector, which will be complying to the latest edition, complying to UL. And other than fire alarm system, we will be also coming out with a new gas suppression system. Okay, so I hope this training is fruitful. And if there's things that you want to learn more, share to us, please reach out to us or the distributor. Yeah. And thank you so much for the organizer.
Okay, thank you very much, Sir Hawk Liang. So we will now proceed with the, before that, may we call on the official distributor of Hochiki, Miss Star Pangalangan, Sales Manager of the Atlas Circuit Incorporated. Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning, everyone. In behalf of Hochiki and Atlas Circuits, thank you for inviting us in this webinar series of IECEP. So just to have a quick view of our products under Atlas, on which Hochiki is one of our core products. I'll just share my screen so that I can also give you our contact details.
Okay, ma'am. So while Ms. Star is setting up her presentation, guys, Engineer Patrick, Sir Hawk, after that we will have a picture taking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Can you view my screen?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So these are the 5 products that we are offering to the local market, and one is Hochiki. Okay. We are the distributor of Hochiki FDAS system. And if you have any product queries, you can reach me through my mobile and email address below. So we have email for our low voltage protection devices. We also have our busway system. The brand is Max Electric. Of course, Hochiki for their complete line of products. Earlier this morning, somebody from Honeywell presented Vesda. We also offer this product, and water pump system. The brand is Synchroflow. So if you have any product queries, you can reach me on my contact details below. I think that would be the our message to IECEP. Thank you, Liang, also from Hochiki, Singapore, and Patrick from Hochiki, Philippines. Okay.
So, yun. Thank you very much, guys, for sharing your time and effort with us. So, let's take a picture na po. Engineer Dennis, Engineer John Vic, Sir Lyle. Sir Dennis, Sir Deo, Sir Rio, nandiyan ba kayo? Are you there? Engineer Dennis. So I think Engineer Dennis is busy on the event on the student chapter. So guys, tayo na lang siguro. Ayan, Sir Deo. Sir Dennis. Engineer Rio. So, ayan guys. Let's wait for 5 seconds. Engineer Deo.
Star, thank you Sir Engineer Jay Gracias and Sir Donnie, thank you Medyo dalawa kasi yung event eh.
Okay, ayan. We are complete already. So, take a picture, guys. One, two, three, smile. Okay, I'll just see you. So another one, guys, Waki.
Waki.
1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. That will be also. Thank you very much, Hokli Yang and Miss Star Pangalangan.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please support always
Yeah,
IECEP
thank you,
Rizal.
sir.
So let's move forward to the question and answer portion of the Ochiki. Engineer Pat. There. So we gathered some questions a while ago. The first question is, let me check my screenshot. First question is coming from Engineer Vicente Buenconsejo. For Class X, what is the cost implication for the addition of 2 isolators per device?
Cost. Cost. Cost
O si Mrs. Star yata nakakaalam ng cost.
Actually, we do not, Atlas being the distributor, we do not do the installation. So I think it involves wiring, right?
Actually, you need additional modules, and yeah, for the you need for the wiring of the terminal in the fire alarm control panel or the latitude panel, you will need to install the short circuit isolator module.
Okay. So then, on the side of the devices.
Yes, on the side of devices, there is also a cost implication.
Okay, another question coming from Engineer Williardo Mesa. May pumapasok sa market na wireless FDAS systems. Ano po ang code basis para sa mga ito?
Yes, actually wala pa akong na-review regarding sa wireless. Kasi first is ang hirap for the wireless, ang isang challenge diyan is the frequency use. So medyo hindi lang NFPA 72 yung magiging basis, kundi kasama na yung sa NTC code. So medyo mas marami na siyang basis for that installation. And also may mga limitations kasi alam naman natin for wireless installation, hindi mo talaga may iwasan yung yung interference. So may mga marami tayong kailangan i-consider kapag sa wireless wireless na installation. So we still recommends yung installation through wires.
Okay, so we hope that answer your question. Another question coming from Engineer Angelo Olermo. I think 2 isolator modules per addressable device is too much costly. How do you prefer or recommend the proper placement of isolator modules in an addressable circuits?
Yes, actually, yung presented kanina is a diagram that showing the Class X. But in actual application with the Hochiki, for an addressable device, there's a model, specific model that has a embedded or yung meron ng short circuit isolator na capability. So no need for the 2 modules per 1 device. So instead, ang gagawin is, ang install nyo is yung model with the short circuit isolator inside na. Yung module lang is, yun yung ini-install sa in and out doon sa panel. Kasi yung sa terminals, walang magiging protection. So, pero in terms of device, meron tayong specific model na meron ng capability na short circuit isolator. So no need na 1 device, 2 modules. Meron na siyang specific model lang yung device yung babaguhin natin.
Okay. I hope that answer your question, Engineer Angelo. And for our big winner for this event, Engineer Alan Sabado, is the T-tapping allowed for addressable Class A signaling line circuits?
sa class A, definitely the answer is no, since we are talking about class A. So kapag nagsasabi na tayo ng T-tapping, automatically pumapasok na 'yon sa class B. Sa class A kasi kailangan tuloy-tuloy yung wiring natin, then may return. Kapag class B, yun yung meron tayong mga branches. So pumapasok na po yung sa T-tapping natin sa class B.
Okay, and last one, kay Engineer Angel Robles, may we know the module used for the SMS and email notification?
Yes, for the SMS and email, we use the Visulinks module for the Hochiki. So in case na gusto niyo ng in-depth na explanation, you can contact us so that we can have a presentation to you and your team in case. So the module is Visulinks. So that is for the email and SMS.
So that would be all. So guys, if you have additional questions, we will just email it to Engineer Patrick to answer them all. So moving further, we have our awarding of speaker certificate. To award this certificate of appreciation, may we call on Engineer John Vic Vibaral, our 2021 IECEP Rizal trustee. Engineer John Vic.
Yes, Sir Ron. Good afternoon, everyone. So to award the certificate of appreciation, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, Rizal Chapter, accreditation number 44. Certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to Engineer Patrick Hill J. Deogracias, ECE, as our resource speaker for this afternoon, for having shared his knowledge and expertise on our IECEP Rizal 8 Webinar 2021 with a topic entitled Understanding Fire Detection and Alarm System, held this day, 24th of April 2021, via IECEP National YouTube channel. Given this 24th day of April, in the year of our Lord, 2021, at Province of Rizal, Philippines, signed by our active Governor, Engineer Dennis L. Molina, PECEAE. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Patrick, Ms. Star Pangalayan, and Sir Hok Liang, for your time and effort that you invested to us today. So thank you guys. And we hope to see you soon in our future events ng ating IECEP Rizal chapter.
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So moving on, we have our advertisements. But before I give you the rundown of our advertisements, I'll just repeat the names who won a while ago on the second half of the questionnaires of Engineer Patrick. So we have Nico Paulo Liar, Polly Agis, and we have our big winner of 3 prizes, Engineer Alan Sabado. So guys, please stay tuned on our official IECEP Rizal Facebook page to know about how to claim the prizes that we have for you. So let's move further to our advertisements. So guys, please subscribe to our official IECEP National YouTube channel. The domain name for this is https://youtube.com/c/IECEP Nationals official. So guys, please like, share, and subscribe to our official IECEP National YouTube channel. Please also ring the bell for us to get updated to the latest happenings of the IECEP National channel. So another event is we are having a membership renewal summer promo. So the promo is 20% off for single and dual license. This promo period is from March 1 2021 to May 31, 2021. So guys, please do avail this 20% off for our single and dual license renewal. So another event, guys, we have the Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Rizal Student Chapter and also the IECEP Rizal Chapter, the TikTok Dance Challenge. So guys, this is extended until next week. So guys, please submit your entry to our TikTok Dance Challenge. So another event is we have also a community service. This is in collaboration with the IECEP Rizal Student Chapter. So this community service has a theme of care, compassion, and community. This community service is in collaboration with Bigay Pala. So this is an organization in Tanay Rizal who cater the Dumagat tribe. So guys, this event is also moved this May. This is in Tanay Rizal. So if you want to deposit your donation, please deposit at our GCash account, Maria Teresa Lanzuela, with the account number of 0926 073 0820. I'll repeat, her account number is 0926 073 0820. So ang ating next event will be the episode 5 ng ating Ronda Rizal. So this Ronda Rizal is on April 24, 2021, 7 p.m. So guys, I think this one is May 1 na siya. So the schedule will be May 1, so that's next week. So our topic for that Ronda Rizal will be about electronics. So this one is a free webinar that we postponed. So this one will be on the month of June, I think. So for this cybersecurity framework with Engineer Marvin S. Bakiran, PECE, will resume this June. So watch out, guys, for the new poster for this free webinar with the title of IECEP Rizal Online Training Series 2.0. So this one is an applied for CPD points at PRC. So guys, pwede pa tayong humabol and mag-register at myicep.net. So we have another community service, guys. This one is in cooperation with the SBS Subdivision Homeowners Association and in partnership with IECEP Rizal Chapter Biomedical Subgroup. So guys, this is a medical mission with a team of Operation Libreng Tule. It will happen on May 3, 2021 at SPS Subdivision Covered Court. So another free webinar for you guys. We have the IECEP Rizal 9th webinar series. This one is in collaboration with IECEP UAE chapter and ICT and building construction subgroups specialization at IECEP Rizal. So we have the first topic for this one is Pro AV Design Process and Integration Overview by Engineer Rafael C. Lontok, MBA, PCE, ACPE, AE, PMP, and CTS. While on the afternoon, we have the How to Structure Your Enterprise Network by Dominic A. Marquez, PECE. So guys, this free webinar will happen on Saturday, May 8, 2021 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please register at myicep.net. This one also is unapplied for CPD points at PRC. So another free webinar for you guys. So this one is in collaboration with the AWS Academy or the AWS Distribution Philippines Corporation. We have our title for this one is Faculty Industry Immersion Program by none other than our 2021 IECEP Rizal Governor, Engineer Dennis L. Molina, PECE, AE. So the main topic for this one is ELV Systems Workshop Series. For the first series, we have the Structured Cabling System. On the second series, we had CCTV System. Third series is the Public Address System. And finally, for the series number 4, we have the Fire Detection and Alarm System. So this event will happen on Saturday of May 8, 15, 22, 29 of 2021. It's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So guys, please register at myicep.net. This one also is an applied for CPD points at PRC. So guys, this faculty industry immersion program has an option of a face-to-face training for limited faculty members of the IECEP Rizal affiliated schools. And for you to qualify for that, you have to provide a rapid test and observe social distancing.
Sir Ron, iano ko lang tong training natin. Since
Okay.
yung
Sige,
kasi limited lang talaga yung facility ng AWS, kaya mostly mga faculty members muna ng ng affiliated school sa IECEP Rizal. So each school siguro tagdadalawang representative kasi may actual actual demonstration. Kaya tapos base pa siya sa ngayon. So hindi natin alam kung ECQ. Usually GCQ is up to 10 participants. So dapat during that month GCQ siya. Kasi kung ECQ siya, actually ma-extend siya. Ano yung mangyayari. And then na-schedule ko to ng May 22 kasi nga nag-conflict sa May 8 and 15. Whole day pala tayo dyan, sir.
Ay, sir. So,
kaya
move na lang natin, sir.
na-move ko siya, actually na-apply ko to sa PRC, na-move ko siya ng May 22, 29, June 5, tsaka June 12. So, yung online training series, sa umaga yun yung 3.0. And then ito sa hapon, kung sakaling GCQ, face-to-face training kasi ito. Okay, and then,
okay, sir. So, sir, they have to secure their slot.
Tama,
for this one.
Pero nakausap ko na rin naman yung mga magpa-participate na faculty members sa sa affiliated schools natin.
Sir, okay na tayo, sir?
Ayun, okay, sir. So yun guys, additional information for this faculty industry immersion program. So another event, we have this one is the telecommunication bootcamp. So IECEP Rizal chapter telecommunication subgroup in collaboration with RF Engineer Pilipinas present this radio network design and optimization from 2G to 5G bootcamp by none other than the founder of the RF Engineer Pilipinas, Richard R. Matias, ECE. So guys, this is a paid per module webinar. So the cost will be 500 pesos per module. So it will happen on the Saturdays of May 22, 29, June 5, and June 12, 2021 from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. So this one has a 4 module. So for module number 1, we have the wireless network frequencies and advanced spectrum analyzer techniques. For module number 2, 2G GSM and 3G UMTS advanced. For module number 3, we have the 4G LTE and 5G NR advanced. And lastly, for module number 4, the topic will be the radio network design and optimization process and best practices. So this one, guys, is an applied for CPD points at PRC. So, but I think this one has unapproved na yata. We have 16 CPD points for this one. So we have also included some bonuses to to view the bonuses that we have here, nandun siya sa official IECEP Rizal Facebook page and you can browse it there. So guys, this one, we have so many bonuses for you guys. So your 500 pesos is worth it talaga. So guys, please join yung mga professionals that are planning to switch your career. This is a very good webinar for you guys, and also for the students who are just who graduated or who are still studying. This is also a great learning opportunity for you guys.
Yes, Sir Ron. Actually, we are thankful kasi marami nang nag-register dito sa online training series 3.0. So, actually ang deadline niyan is April 30, end of April, ang deadline of registration for this online training series 3.0, Sir Ron.
Yes, sir. So yun guys, habol tayo guys. So we have, I think, 6 days to go before we close this down. So yun guys, habol tayo. Very informative sa ating mga students and also sa ating mga professionals out there. So next one is we have the virtual roadshow on electronics engineering professional practice. So this one also is a paid roadshow that will cost you 600 pesos. So that's good for the 2 days event of the virtual roadshow. This one is in partnership with the IECEP Manila chapter. It will happen on July 3 and July 4, 2021 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It will be on Zoom web conferencing. It has a theme of electronics engineering in the forefront of digital transformation. So guys, please join our virtual roadshow this coming July. So to close out this
Sir Ron, wait lang. Paalala ko lang, yung sa online series 2.0, wala pa dyan no?
Wala.
Wala dyan. So na-reschedule siya sa lahat ng mga nag-register dun sa online series 2.0. I think mga almost 300 yun So na-reschedule siya on June 12, June 12, 19, and plus 7, 26.
26.
Tama, June 12 plus 7, 19 plus 26. So yun, abangan nyo po yan. So yun yung online series 2.0 natin. Yan. Nagkaroon lang kasi ng nasabi mo naman, Sir, no? Nagkaroon lang ng emergency sa speaker.
Yes, sir. Nabanggit naman, sir.
And then, wala pang poster, Sir Ron. So, actually, na-advertise naman natin yung teaser niya. Yung, nasabi mo na ba? Yung Trio CPD-Nario. Yung Trio CPD-Nario, so that will be on June 9, 10, 16, 17, 23, and 24. It will, ang time niya is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Kung ano yung last year na time, ganun din po yung time ng Trio CPD-Nario. So kaya Trio kasi tatlong collaboration po yan ng tatlong chapter, IECEP Oman, IECEP SOC Sargent, and IECEP Rizal. Kaya Trio CPD-Nario. CPD kasi in-apply po natin to ng CPD. So kung 6 sessions siya na tagpo 4 hours. So almost a total of 24 CPD credits po ang Trio CPD-Nario. So good thing na ang IECEP Rizal po is nakapag-provide. Actually magpo-provide ako ng report, Sir Ron. But then ang IECEP Rizal pagka CPD applied ang webinar o ang mga event natin, siguro naka almost 100 CPD tayo all in all. Sa half pa lang 'yon ng ng year. So meaning kung sa katapusan, meron po tayo, I think makikreate na 150 CPD para sa inyong ASEAN, ACPE, and APEC kung sakaling mag-advance kayo ng engineering level. Okay, so yun lang, Sir Ron.
So yun guys, we are half pa lang, nasa 100 CPD na tayo. So yun guys, please follow our official Facebook page, IECEP Rizal chapter, for you to get updated do sa mga future webinars ng ating IECEP Rizal. So to close out, this one is we would like to give our thanks to our speakers a while ago, kay Engineer Don Patrick Garcia, and also kay Don Frederick A. Garcia, and also kay Engineer Patrick Deo Gracias for taking their time and effort for our event this day. And also, I want to thank also all the sponsors of this one is the Honeywell Philippines, the Hochiki Philippines, and also the distributor of the Hochiki, which is the Atlas Circuits Incorporated. So yun guys, as we always mention here in IECEP Rizal chapter, that we do believe that learning never stops. So guys, as a promise and for the love of the IECEP, we are continuing offering learning experience for you guys through webinar. So guys, please watch out our future webinars for this year. So, and to officially cap off this event, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat sa pagtutok sa ating mga webinars. Just like I mentioned a while ago, dun sa school na nanonood from the IECEP Pampanga, thank you very much guys sa pag-support. So please continue support the IECEP Rizal chapter through our IECEP Rizal official Facebook page. So guys, please do like our page to get updated sa ating mga latest webinar happenings sa ating IECEP Rizal chapter. So guys, dun sa mga nagtatanong regarding the forms, yes guys, we have separate forms for the first and second topic. You can take a look at it on our official IECEP Rizal chapter Facebook page on the comment section pertaining to this webinar.
So Sir Ron, ilan na bang natin ang nag-likes?
Currently, Engineer Dennis, we have the 3,098 likes.
Wow. So I hope na matarget natin na 6,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sana maabot natin target na 6,000 for this year.
Yes.
Kaya yan, sir.
Marami po kayong aabangan mga IECEP members from local and foreign chapters po. Marami po tayong aabangan sa IECEP Rizal para po sa inyo po yun.
Yes, for the love of IECEP.
Yes.
So, yun guys.
Ronda, Rizal.
Ronda Rizal next week.
Kala ko.
Nasabi mo na ba? Ronda Rizal, nasabi mo, Sir Ron?
Yes, sir. Nabanggit ko po kanina.
May 1 and May 8.
Ang ronda tayo ng mga tanghalian.
Oo nga.
Yes.
Maaga-aga pa rin to, Jan Vic. So yun guys, let's take a lunch break na siguro.
Bye-bye po.
Ayun. Sige guys. Pwedeng
Thank you.